Now betting your afternoon drive. Number 2, men on, Van Nunley and Fred Slow. And in the on-deck circle, Amory Castillo.
This is Two Men On with Van Nunley and Fred Slow.
It's Friday, Albuquerque. You know what that means? That means the boys are at the New Mexico Card Show. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go, baby. I am a kid in a literal candy store right now.
I'm wearing a Dukes jersey,
and the candy is 30-year-old or 40-year-old bubble gum.
So, there's a lot of good bubble gum in baseball. There's a lot of preferences in baseball. Josh Sushan joining us on the program. Josh, welcome, brother.
Thank you.
Okay. I got a lot of compliments on my Dukes jersey, boys.
As one should. It's pretty nice. Sweet.
It's not just any Dukes jersey. This is not the Dukes this is not the AAA era Dukes from the 70s and 80s.
This is the barnstorming Dukes.
Yeah, this is like the Class C Dukes.
Yes, the Class C for class.
Yes.
Class. The
Class C for no longer exists.
Yes. So
that jersey is so old. The concession stand used to put actual cheese on the nachos. Nacho cheese hadn't even been invented yet.
Correct.
That jersey is pre-Velveeta.
It even says Tingley Field on his sleeve.
Yeah,
let's go. Not the softball field, but like the actual field that they played quasi-professional baseball like 70 years ago.
From 1937 to 1969.
Nice.
Let's go.
That's what it's about. So we're hanging out all day. Come see us. We're at the Marriott, right? We're uptown. So
That's where we're located.
Yeah, it's at it's where Louisiana is, and
sure.
and
right
Marriott.
between Texas and Alabama. Is that right?
The street, Louisiana.
Oh, in Albuquerque. Yeah. No, I know where that is too.
So between San Mateo and Wyoming.
Boom. That one. Thank you.
Yeah. So come hang out with us. You walk right in. You walk right up. A bunch of vendors, a bunch of fun stuff going on, and we're gonna start the show off with you, Josh, because this was your brainchild. What we're about to. All right, hold up.
Oh, I thought you meant the entire show.
No, this bit.
Okay.
So, because we need to talk about Thursday Night Football, we need to talk about upcoming games this week, and we need to talk about the Lobo basketball team last night. But you insisted, Josh, that instead we start the show, all three of us opening packs of vintage baseball cards and doing reveals on the program.
That is accurate.
Yes. So we have some 1987 tops, right? And there's three. And there's a Dale Murphy All-Star, there's a Bill Kruger Dibs, and there's a Roger Clemens All-Star. Okay. So I get the pack that starts with Bill Kruger.
I'll take you got the Roger Clemens.
No.
All do the same?
Yeah.
I see what we're doing.
You give me the first one with, who'd you say was on the front? Freddie Kruger?
Dale Murphy.
All right, so my name's
two-time MVP Dale Murphy.
Right,
he's very good.
Josh is really struggling with the pack here.
Yeah, well, I don't want to
Dale Murphy should be in the Hall of Fame.
He's super close.
Okay, so all three of us are opening a pack, and then there's no gum in mine. I thought I was going to have gum to chew.
Yeah, where's the gum, Josh?
This is what
we got gum in this pack and this pack.
You didn't get gum, but you got 3 for 1 back in those days.
All right,
okay, you first.
Who supplied these? Was this Ryan Maxwell?
Ryan Maxwell, friend of the show, Ryan Maxwell, who's putting this on, who'll be joining us very soon on the program.
Yes, to talk exactly about this event. So are we going in? Are we taking turns? Is that Josh?
Yeah, you go first. Who first on yours?
On the top of mine, is this pack from 1986? Is that what we said?
1987.
Okay.
That's why it's an 86
It's the legendary 1987 tops.
Okay.
Barry Bonds rookie year.
Okay.
It's got the wood grain around the outside.
Yeah.
It's very sharp.
I'm opening with the 1986 Dale Murphy.
Very good.
This one, if I had a little pedestal, I believe I would put it on there. Oh wait, not an all-star, not a Hall of Famer. Take him off the list.
Okay.
Okay.
Coming in hot right on top of my stack, Josh Sushan is legendary. Also not in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Roger Clemens. Roger Clemens right on top.
That's when he was coming off his MVP and Cy Young year.
Astros legend. Roger Clemens.
So I'm starting with Bill Kruger of the Oakland A's.
Ooh,
and,
good one.
Great story about Bill Kruger. You remember Community Access TV and things like that?
Yeah.
So there's an economics teacher.
Wayne's World.
Yes. There's an economics teacher at my high school, Foothill, Dr. B, we called him, George Balovich.
Got it.
And he had Bill Kruger on the show, and people could call up, and one of my buddies calls up and goes, "Hey, Bill, what's your career one-loss record, you loser?"
Wow.
But he knew it. Yeah.
Of course,
It was like 2-5 or something like that.
So you guys have to help me with my next one. Steve Jeltz. Steve Jeltz, who
The legend.
I wouldn't identify him as an athletic man. That's not the word I would
Hey,
use.
this is the 80s.
So pass.
Okay.
Pass on Steve Jeltz.
Fred, you're going to love this. I got my first trade candidate
All right,
here.
let's go.
St. Louis Cardinal legend, Mike Laga.
The Mike Laga.
The Mike Laga. First baseman. Started his career in the Tigers from 82 to 86. Shrewd move by the Cardinals picking him up.
Well, I remember the crowd chants at Busch Stadium when they go, Laga, 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 Laga. So, okay.
He hit all of 3 home runs in 1986 for your Cardinals.
Got it. 3 more than us. I got George Bell, All-Star, 1987.
You're on fire.
Oh,
George Bell. At the time, the best outfield in baseball was the Blue Jays. George Bell, Lloyd Mosby, Jesse Barfield. Best outfield in baseball at the time.
Okay. Mario Soda.
Oh,
Okay, pitcher. Yeah, probably the father of Juan Soto.
not really, but maybe. Maybe they're distinct relatives.
makes sense to me.
Yeah, I'm going with that. So Juan
Name
Soto,
one more soda.
Juan Soto's dad, Mario.
I'll trade you my George Bell All-Star for the Mario Soto.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's a given. Let's do that.
Oh,
All
good
right,
job.
I like Mario Soto.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
he was good.
All right, this made my day already. We got a lot of packs to open up, but I'm already good. I'm good.
One.
We got the Houston Astros legend Charlie Kerfeld.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
wearing the
big old
tequila-
bifocals.
Yep, he's got them on right now. Wearing the Tequila Sunrise jersey. That is sharp.
Okay.
Greatest jerseys in the history of all
We're
sports.
opening packs of cards because we're at the New Mexico Card Show. It's this entire weekend. It's open right now. Doors will close at 7, so come hang out with your boys up until then. Tomorrow morning at 10 a.m., Sunday morning at 10 a.m. But I'm telling you, come early. There's some cool stuff here. I saw Andre the Giant trading cards early. You
did.
You already know what's going to happen.
You know, Van saw Alf cards.
Yeah, there's a whole box of Alf cards over there.
Alf is back in Pog form. It's the Marriott Albuquerque in Uptown, 2101 Louisiana Boulevard.
Do you guys remember when Chris Berman was actually like popular?
Yes, I am old.
He had nicknames, and I got me a Keith Real Estate Moreland.
Okay.
Who knew?
He was on the Cubs. He was a third baseman, and I
Yes.
guess he caught before he stopped catching.
Is how much ground he covered?
He had 100 RBIs one year.
That's impressive.
How about this? I just flipped over the card. Keith has experience as a talk show host.
Whoa.
He once hosted a charity racquetball tourney. That's the info you got on the back of the 87 tops back in the day.
I think a lot of people would tell you this is one of the best to ever play the position. One Rick Dempsey has come in.
All right.
Catcher Rick Dempsey in my
Strong mustache.
very strong.
Really good
Very
rain
strong.
delays.
Give me for why?
Because he ran around, he put a pillow underneath his jersey, and he just went diving on the tarp all the
So
time.
awesome.
And
That
the
is
water
pretty
just
cool.
got all over him, and yeah, he just ran around the bases. He did like Babe Ruth impersonations. That was his best part of his career, was rain delay.
He did not do Babe Ruth impersonations at the plate. Van.
So I'm going to skip all the way to the bottom of my deck here.
Yeah, 'cause this could take forever.
Because when I squeeze it, this card stands out.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see that. It's like a 1/16 of an inch larger than all of them.
Okay.
But hey, get jealous, Sushan. I also have a George Bell. You got the All-Star, and I got the
No,
regular
I already
George
traded
Bell.
it away, so now
Oh, okay.
Fred's got to get so he has
Would you
both
like
of
the
them.
whole George Bell
Well,
collection?
here's the thing. I'm actually sitting on my second Dale Murphy.
You got
deck.
two Dale Murphys in one sack?
Dude, that was a huge day back in 1987.
Goodness.
I know you guys are super jealous of the next one I got. I got a checklist.
All right. Well,
I
now,
got a
hey,
checklist.
who's on the checklist?
Ooh.
Make me an offer I can't refuse,
A lot of people.
Sushan.
No, but the next one after that, one of my childhood heroes,
Uh-huh.
somewhat recent member of the Albuquerque Professional Baseball Hall of Fame, Dave Stewart. Let's go. Smoke Stewart.
very
Let's
nice.
go.
Well done.
I think I'm looking at a manager card. I don't know what this is. Johnny Grubb?
Yep, that's the manager.
I have no idea.
Wait, which team is it?
Detroit.
No, Sparky Anderson was the manager back then.
Okay,
He
so
just looks like him.
Yeah, was he their accountant?
got a cool jacket. He's on the list.
He's wearing reading glasses.
Mm-hmm.
Old school classic batting stance here. Kansas City Royals legend no relation to Richard, one Greg Pryor.
Another solid mustache.
Greg Pryor.
See, I got the Tigers manager, Sparky Anderson.
Oh, okay.
You want to trade the
there you go.
the real manager? No, either do I.
Fun fact about Greg Pryor. Greg's father, George, was fullback at Wake Forest and played for the NFL Baltimore Colts.
Do you remember?
I'm telling you, before there was an internet, all we had was the back of baseball cards. That was our Wikipedia in the 80s, the back of baseball cards.
I'm assuming you knew that fact already, though,
I did not know that one.
I'm really appreciating, because this is like childhood stuff. Like when I was a
100%.
kid, this is, and I don't think baseball, and it's because of saturation, right? There just became so many cards from so many producers over so long, to where I don't think this is enjoyed the way that it used to be enjoyed. But I'm very much having a laugh with you guys and my brand new slap-hitting Gary Pettis that I just pulled.
Oh, okay.
I will see your.
He took second base a lot.
I will see your Gary Pettis and raise you an Otis Nixon.
Whoa.
Otis Nixon before he got on the Braves. Otis Nixon when he was with the Indians.
Who's Tony Phillips?
Okay, here's the highlight of my pack, except for my one Astro wearing a Tequila Sunrise jersey.
Right.
Rangers legend and All-Star the year before, Pete Incaviglia.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we got a little Inky here.
Well, you know I'm your friend, Van. And
I know you know this, Fred, but
yeah.
Pete's father, Tom, was an infielder in Brooklyn Dodgers organization from 1948 through 1950 and 55. His brother Tony was third baseman for the Pirates and Padres. So that's a baseball family.
I kind of cheated the game a little bit, boys, and I'm going to hand you, Van, two Astros back to back.
Oh, my God, those are two of my favorites.
Yeah, Bill Duran and Kevin Bass.
Doran, Billy Doran.
Oh, Bill.
Yeah, Billy Doran.
Okay, play third, Dorn.
I've never been happier.
All right, so now these are in the mix for you, Van.
Okay.
I'm just trying to see if I got any Astros for Van.
Well,
I got you a Jeff Kelly.
To be fair, I think it's only fair that I give you the St. Louis Cardinals for my Astros.
Oh, Mike Laga?
Uh-huh.
You get Jeff Calhoun.
Oh, my God.
The legend
so
of
many
Jeff Calhoun.
Astros. Kevin Bass was a dude.
Yeah, he was.
He had a high peak, but he was an absolute dude there for a minute.
He could play. Japan was not bad either.
I'm also willing to trade out of, to you, Josh, my Tony Phillips Oakland Athletics.
Please.
Aww.
You can just have that in good faith.
What?
I'll give you the checklist for it.
These things are...
Here you go. Here's the checklist.
Okay. Well, hold on. What if your A's are on the checklist?
So I got 3 A's in my pack.
That's
I got
pretty
Dave
sweet.
Stewart, Bill Kruger, Tony Phillips. Oh, and I got Mickey Tettleton. I got
I'm
4
just
A's.
swimming in Astros cards. Look at that, universe.
I'm going to need help with this one, guys.
Here you got
Mike.
Oh, Paliarula.
Mikey B, get over here. Play some third base.
Now, he's a little bit of a turncoat because this New York Yankee slugger who plays third base, his fun fact is he likes to attend Boston Celtics and Bruins games.
Boston boy.
So,
Wow. Bobby Meacham, the Isotopes infield coach last year, he played shortstop next to Pags. That's what he called him.
Yeah.
Pags. He told me so many great stories last year. It was so much fun talking to Bobby Meacham all the time.
Bobby Meacham is a storyteller.
Yes.
Yeah,
we have very good storytellers.
We lived in the same neighborhood for some time.
Okay.
Outside St. Louis, Missouri. And he knows all the best stories about the people that should have stories told about them. And I was very appreciative.
Especially George Steinbrenner and Billy Martin.
I know we're up against it, but I want to pull this one out.
Yeah.
And hand it directly to Josh Sushan.
Oh, boy.
And let him kick out some fun facts.
Oh, boy.
Dodgers and Cubs legend Ron Say.
The Penguin. The Penguin once put out an album. You guys know this?
That is so sweet.
He put out an album. Yes, I swear to you. He put out an album once. Yes, Ron Say, the Penguin, also a member of the Albuquerque Hall of Fame. I got 2 Hall of Famers today, Dave Stewart and Ron Say.
Pretty sweet.
I thought
That's just our first pack.
I thought Greg Gagne was a hockey player.
Is that Eric Gagne's dad?
Has to be,
I
right?
thought that he was the champion of the AWA.
Who?
That was Vern Gagne.
Ah, thank you.
I got a
Gosh,
Vern rule.
the wrestling guy doesn't even get that joke.
That's about
That's not a
missed
joke.
it,
It's just
man.
random knowledge.
Just,
Yep.
Julio Cruz, brother of Jose Cruz. Look at that.
Julio Cruz. What do you think of those White Sox uniforms back in the day?
Oh, God, they're so sweet. Late 70s, early 80s jerseys were peak baseball jerseys.
Yeah. A lot of
The
powder
old
blue.
Expos.
A lot of powder blue.
Yeah, the powder blue.
I wore my
just
powder blue
crushed it.
baseball bunch just for the occasion.
are you guys about the candid action shot, or are you about the staged, like, like dead-on player profile shot.
It depends on how sexy they are. Because Bob Sebra right there is looking into our soul.
He's going to open a law firm, and I'm not going to walk in there unless I'm under deposition. That's unfortunate.
Bob, what's his last name again?
Sebra.
Bob Sebra does not like your knock-knock joke. That's what his face says.
I will
right
trade you a Tom Waddell for whatever name you just said a few minutes ago.
Is that the great-grandson of Rube Waddell?
Tom Waddell received a Bachelor of Science degree in education from Manhattan College.
Not a college anymore.
Here's the thing. Like, we make fun of these people, but here's the thing about Major League Baseball. If you were to take every single former major leaguer, if you put them inside Yankee Stadium, it would only be half full.
That's wild.
That is bonkers.
There's less than 26,000 people who ever played Major League Baseball.
Like Tom Niedenfer, who went to he and I went to the same college.
He gave up a lot of really big home runs in his life.
A guy who also gave up a lot of home runs because he pitched forever. Don Sutton. When his stint with the Angels.
No, guy played for Albuquerque.
Dodgers, Astros, Brewers, A's, Angels.
Did not throw it hard.
His career is so long. By 1987, there's no room to put a fun fact on the back. That's just all stats.
You need a magnifying glass to see his stats.
I've never heard of Terry Harper. But,
I've heard of Terry Harper.
I didn't know the
Braves, right?
Yes, and this is 87, and I didn't know the Braves logo was so unacceptable.
Not well.
That's
here you go.
great.
The greatest bat flip of all time. I'm going to give this to you, Fred. Tom Lawless.
Oh, thank you.
His bat flip, I think it was 87. Yeah, 87 World Series. Like, set the standard for like 20 years for bat flips.
I kind of passed over this because I immediately thought of Jose Cruz, but his brother Julio can dunk a basketball from standing.
Oh,
that's an athlete right there.
Just think, someone had a job at Topps back then to write the back of these, and how sweet was that job?
What a gig.
What a gig.
If you tell me you can dunk a basketball from sitting, I'm impressed. Whenever you say standing, I'm like, that's expected, right?
Most of us are not as tall as you, Fred.
Good point.
San Diego Padres legend Andy Hawkins. He's a dude. I'll tell you what, he's a dude.
Yeah, I have a great piece of knowledge about Andy Hawkins.
That's of course you do.
All right.
Did you know that he is the co-chairman of the San Diego March of Dimes walk?
I did not know that.
I do.
But I did know that when Oral Hershiser was trying to break the consecutive scoreless inning streak, he goes into his starts, his last start of the year, and he needs 10 to break the record. If he gets 9, he comes up short. So the only way that he can break the record, he has to go 9, and the other guy has to go 9 scoreless. Andy Hawkins went 9 scoreless along with Oral Hershiser to get Hershiser to the 10th innings that he could break the record.
Oh, that's bonkers.
Love it.
I remember I asked people on the Dodgers, were you trying to score runs that game? And they're like, yes, no, really, we were trying to score runs that game. Like, that would have been a really hard thing to not score a run to get Hershiser this record.
My pack wraps out with Gino Petroli. Yep, and a guy named Marty Barrett. So
you got like every Italian baseball player in your one pack.
A lot of mustaches here.
We're just talking about how cool the fun fact job is on the back of the card.
Mm-hmm.
They kind of dial it in on this one. For Scott Bales,
oh yeah,
pitcher for the Indians.
Got his autograph as a kid.
Here's his fun fact. It's going to come as a surprise to you, Sushan, a professional baseball player. Scott participated in Little League, Pony League, and American Legion Ball as a youngster.
Oh, you don't say.
No way.
Let me guess, he'd like to golf between games.
Oh, sure. Oh, God.
Good opening of this program, boys.
That was fun.
Josh,
thanks to Ryan Maxwell for giving us the cards.
Yeah, this was fun. Thanks for sitting down with us, brother.
You're welcome.
We're going to be hanging out at the card show all day. Come see us. It's over at the Marriott Uptown in 2101 Louisiana Boulevard. We got to recap, obviously, basketball from last night because that was weird. Got to talk about Thursday Night Football because it was as I expected. And lastly, we're going to laugh a lot leading into the weekend with our NFL picks. It's 2 Men On live, from the card show. Come hang out with us. Marriott Uptown, 2101 Louisiana Boulevard, 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Brought to you by Tomasitas, where they never.
And you're clear.
Thank you.
Plan your next happy hour at Tomasitas Albuquerque. Enjoy happy hour drink specials in the bar 11 a.m. till 6 p.m. every Monday through Thursday. Their margaritas are world famous. You've got to try the swirl. Tomasitas Albuquerque.
4 minutes if you need to know.
In front of Century Rio.
We're seeing major slowdowns. I-25 southbound starting at about the interchange and slows down to about 10 miles an hour through Lomas, then starts to free up a little bit around Avenida Cesar Chavez. Northbound to I-25 congested from Sunport up to Avenida Cesar Chavez.
Brought to you by the Albuquerque Journal.
The Albuquerque Journal and Business Outlook. When you need local answers, the most reliable and in-depth information about health, safety, jobs, taxes, crime, energy, transportation, or government. Get the answers. Subscribe at abqjournal.com.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Eddie Haskell from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
Come to the UNM Howl Zone. 3.5 hours before kickoff for each home game with backyard games, inflatable, food, drinks, music, and more.
Hand him off to the deep man, Merritt. Oh, makes a man miss. He's outside the numbers to the 15. He's to the house.
Come celebrate with New Mexico's station for football.
First career Lobo touchdown, 27 yards.
95.9 FM and AM 610.
Unbelievable.
The Sports Animal.
No one wants legal problems, but somehow, some way, they seem to find you. Where do you turn when you need help? For more than 40 years, Rudy Chavez has had the people of New Mexico's back. If you're facing a legal issue, you want to have Rudy's experience and compassion in your corner. Call the law offices of Rudy Chavez at 505-242-5500. That's 505-242-5500, or visit rudychavezlaw.com. Contact Rudy today and make your legal problems go away.
Lobo fans, basketball is here, and it should be a historic season in the pit. Season tickets are on sale now for as low as $110 for women's basketball and as low as $199 for men's basketball. That's only $6 to $12 a game. Tickets are going fast, so don't wait long. Visit GoLobos.com/tickets today. We are New Mexico.
We are so excited to announce that Fiesta Subaru on Lomas is now open. With more service bays, more friendly faces, and more Subarus than ever. Fiesta Subaru on Lomas is one of the largest Subaru dealerships in the country. Here, it's easier and more comfortable than ever to shop local for your next Subaru. Whether you're ready to hit the trails or hang out with us in our spacious new dealership, there's something for the whole family to enjoy. Come take a test drive or visit us at fiestasubaru.com.
Ryder works on top of the world, but his roofing business has hit new lows. Because when people search for roofer near me, Ryder's Roofing doesn't appear on the map, which means Ryder's Roofing is not on the map.
Cumulus Boost can help by managing Ryder's online listings, reviews, and dozens of other ways search engines determine which businesses get on the map. Cumulus Boost helps make sure Ryder gets the click. Visit cumulusboost.com to get on the map today. CUMULUS Boost.com. Cumulus Boost. Get on the map.
Look at this guy.
When choosing a lawyer after a car wreck, you need to consider the law firm's experience, results, and reputation.
Rejoin in 30 seconds, please.
To experience and results, helping over 150,000
How long we got, Jer Bear?
billions of dollars. When it comes to reputation,
You got your ears on all the time. Cool.
call us today.
No, I don't.
Let us put our experience, proven results, and reputation to work for you.
Multi-state settlements. Carlos Obri Espinosa is the managing attorney, 2711 Carlisle Boulevard, Northeast Albuquerque.
I'm Jeff Symbieta. Monday on the opening drive, we look back at another big football weekend. Local football coach Danny Gonzalez will join us at 8 a.m. The opening drive, me and JJ Buck will start at 7 in the morning.
Oh my God, Ryan Maxwell sitting down with the boys.
All right.
A lot of big news in the world of sports today. Ryan, how long have you been with the Ice Tips?
10 years.
Did you immediately fall in love with like UNM Lobo athletics and stuff too? Like, what was that curve for you?
Still curving.
Yeah, still figuring it out.
Yes.
I applaud your honesty.
This basketball game from last night was wild. was wild. We'll get to that at length. How's the car show going today?
It's going well. It's going very well. The folks here at the Sheraton said that our Friday would be the slowest of the 3 days.
Yeah.
And we had over 100 people. I mean, it's been steady. It's been good. A lot of people buying. A lot of good questions. A lot of cool people to meet.
I walked in to do the show, man, and I was running a little bit later than you. You set everything up. Thank you. I walked in, and Ryan goes, "Hey, Fred, sorry I sold that Hulk Hogan thing I told you I would hold for you. Sorry."
I gave my do not sell price, and it was accepted. So.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a plus.
Yeah, but it still made me very, very sad.
No, it did not. You got the price.
Not because of you, just because I wanted to keep it.
You didn't want it to sell, so it'd be yours forever.
Yes.
Or until next year when you do this for the second annual.
I'm like the little goblin from Lord of the Rings. My precious.
My precious Hulk Hogan memorabilia.
But I just want it. That's what he says. All the vendors local today? Is that how it works?
Yes. Everybody here set up today's from Albuquerque. Out. A lot of cool stuff here. It's exciting.
So I haven't opened a pack of cards in, I don't know, over a decade at least. And I'm being very liberal with my guess here. There's something magical about going card to card, and seeing who's next, and feeling it in your hand, and that anticipation of who's next, what's next. Is my favorite player going to be there? Is that heralded rookie going to be in there? Like, who's going to be in this pack?
Yeah, that's why I love opening cards. You always have a hope for the guy you're looking for, and you open a pack with 42 cards, you got 42 chances.
Well, I think I've talked about this at least to you, Van, maybe on air. But to me, it's so very similar to roulette. It's so very similar to watching the ball bounce around on the table, and it's not even after it lands. That's not the emotion I'm talking about. I'm talking about the snap of a finger, like amount of time before it settles. And that next pull, that could be the one. And there's some, I don't know how to recreate that unless drugs do that. Then I'll try drugs.
We got a stack of packs here. We did the 87 tops last segment. We got some 89 Fleer here. This is the Randy Johnson rookie card.
Ken Griffey
Jr., Tom Glavine. But more importantly, this is one of the legendary baseball cards in the history of collecting is in this set. That is the Bill Ripken. Old Billy Ripken.
Oh, bottom of the barrel one?
Bottom of the barrel. It's got a bleep face on the bottom of his barrel. This is a super limited card, and you got a copy of it right here, of a Jim 10 for sale. Is this one of the ones you don't want to let slip through your fingers, too?
Yeah, it's one of my favorite cards ever produced. I was 10 years old when that card came out, and 10-year-old me loved that card.
Oh, duh.
And thought it was pretty cool. And as an adult, to buy packs and boxes and rip them open and look for that card is that feeling he was just talking about. It's just, every time you flip through the card, you're waiting for it to pop up.
Well, they found that relatively early, didn't they? So they went back and changed it.
Mm-hmm.
So they started producing those cards in the fall, November of 1988. They discovered the air.
Why? No.
They called it an air. Clearly not an air, but it's referred to as the air. But they discovered the inscription in January, and by January 17th, they had started to try to fix it. And they did different versions. First, there was a scribble. There's supposedly some whiteout versions. And then they eventually settled on a black box. So the end of the knob of the bat has a small black box over it, so you cannot read the words that were written on the end of Bill Ripken's bats.
I know Bill Ripken is still making a ton of money off this, man, because I saw where he has I guess he's got a YouTube channel.
Okay.
And people will...
Is it the Bleep Face channel? Is that what it's called?
Something like that. And then what he does is people will send them these cases of cards or whatever, and they'll sit down and pull them all and tell baseball stories and see if he can find themselves.
That is genius.
Which, never happens or whatever.
So we have a rack pack and a single pack of 89 Fleer here. Maybe we'll pull it in real time here.
Yes, maybe. Let's how about this? Because I'm going to try the gum. So is there one with gum in it?
I think
That one does
The
not.
football pack has gum in it.
Okay, well that's going to wait till the next hour. 'Cause
Okay.
we don't want to split. Right.
So we want to make it till 7 and not poison ourselves with 40-year-old gum.
I'll do it.
I'm going to do it too. You know I'm dumb.
Ryan, it's $5 at the door to get in, and then it's buy, sell, trade. Is that the idea?
Yep.
Good. Let's go on that. Ryan Maxwell, thank you so very much for setting this bad boy up. Tomorrow, Mike Montgomery's out here tomorrow, right?
Yeah, he's going to come sign autographs from noon to 4. We got World Series baseballs and other memorabilia for him to sign. So if you guys want to meet the guy who threw the final pitch in the 2016 World Series for the Cubs, that ground ball to Chris Bryant, this is your chance.
Love it. Love everything about it. Ryan Maxwell, thank you so much. When we get back, what happened to the Lobos last night? 2 men on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
This report is sponsored by eBay Motors.
And you're clear for 4 minutes.
Here's
Thanks.
the ride with the parts you need for the prices you want. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, it's guaranteed to fit your ride the first time, every time, or your money back. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Check the numbers. We're seeing major slowdowns. I-25 southbound starting at about the interchange and slows down to about 10 miles an hour through Lomas. Then starts to free up a little bit around Avenida Cesar Chavez. Northbound I-25 congested from Sunport up to Avenida Cesar Chavez. If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Eddie Haskell from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
Come to the UNM Howl Zone. 3.5 hours before kickoff for each home game with backyard games, inflatable, food, drinks, music, and more.
Hand it off to the deep man there. Oh, makes a man of this. He's outside the number to the 50. He's to the house.
Come celebrate with New Mexico's station for football.
First career Lobo touchdown, 27 yards.
95.9 FM and AM 610.
Unbelievable.
The Sports Animal.
Did you know that Indigo Mortgage has had the same name and ownership for 20 years now? I can think of only a tiny handful of local mortgage companies that can make that claim. I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage. I'm proud to say that over the last 20 years, we have helped many homeowners in our community finance their homes with honesty and integrity. And in today's mortgage environment, borrowers need an advocate working for them, not an application taker like that with big banks and national lenders. Because Indigo Mortgage is a broker, we can most often find the right mortgage with the lowest rates for our borrowers. And please shop around to be certain that you're getting the best rates and fees on your mortgage. And as always, be sure to include your trusted local mortgage company, Indigo Mortgage. Find us on the net at indigomortgage.net or by calling 836-5700. That's 836-5700. Indigo Mortgage, NMLS 23-1962 and 188-348.
Get in the spirit with 50% off everything for a limited time during the holiday preview event. Now through November 13th at Banana Republic Factory. From merino wool sweaters to luxe outerwear. Explore our favorite styles to give and to get.
Hi, this is Scott Trout of Cordell & Cordell. If you're a dad who is facing divorce, there are extra layers of stress that may include stereotypes and assumptions. No two situations are the same. Our legal experience and skill prepare us for whatever legal challenges we face together. You need a partner you can count on. For more than 30 years, Cordell & Cordell has represented men in divorce.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Albuquerque area attorneys. 6565 America's Parkway Northeast, Suite 900, Albuquerque, New Mexico, 87110.
Get in the spirit with 50% off everything for a limited time during the holiday preview event. Now through November 13th at Banana Republic Factory. From merino wool sweaters to luxe outerwear. Explore our favorite styles to give and to get.
Contact Tax Relief Helpers for details and restrictions.
Attention, anyone that owes money to the IRS. The IRS has restarted aggressive enforcement actions against taxpayers who owe back taxes that were temporarily suspended for COVID. If you owe $10,000 or more, you must hear this because now is the time to clear your IRS tax debt. A special toll-free number has been established so you can stop penalty fees, avoid liens, levies, or other hostile measures by the IRS. Call Tax Relief Helpers right now at 800-956-5539. Tax Relief Helpers will provide you the maximum protection afforded by law.
I got behind on my taxes
taxes and owed $48,000. I didn't know what to do.
Oh my God, Jr.
Lowered to just $3,500. I owed
Just over about 45 seconds.
45 seconds. Thank you.
$3,500. I saved $83,500.
If you owe money to the IRS, don't wait another day. Call 800-956-5539 right now before the IRS enforces liens, levies, or other aggressive measures. The call and consult are absolutely free. Call now. Call 800-956-5539. 800-956-5539. 800-956-5539.
How wrestling really works and how you get the ratings. Eric Bischoff and Conrad Thompson explain on 83 Weeks.
Too much time is spent discussing talent's age. The younger demo is just as excited about a Paul Heyman or a John Cena or an Undertaker or Becky Lynch, or I don't care what their birth certificate says, they're going to draw a younger demo because they're fun to watch and they're great entertainers.
83 Weeks on YouTube or wherever you listen.
Sound off right now at 246-0610. Come on!
You're on.
Back live from the Marriott in Uptown. It's a loose Friday. Mexico card show going on right now. Going on all weekend. Come hang out with us. We're going to recap the Lobo basketball game from last night. I didn't know it, but right before we came back on air, Josh Suchon put his headset on, and he's currently building the best lineup he possibly can.
That's correct.
With the baseball cards that we opened in segment 1. Is that what you're doing, Josh?
Yeah, and do you really think that Roger Clemens is going to be on the mound instead of Dave Stewart on my team?
Well, your team's clean. You're working clean here, buddy.
Not to mention,
you got a legendary manager to coach this all-star team that you're making.
Yeah, Roger Craig, the hum baby.
No, we're going Sparky Anderson. He's going to coach our squad.
It's definitely going to be Bob Rogers of the Expos.
Hey,
Craig. I thought he played for the 49ers.
Put some respect on that man's name.
I need a first baseman. Go ahead and talk amongst yourself.
Lobos were no match for the nationally ranked Gales last night, 72-58. It was not the start. I think it was 13-2 at one point, and then it was big at the half. And I mean, weren't we just getting Final Four hype like 5 minutes ago from Sports Illustrated? Like, what's the deal here?
There's two big problems with that basketball competition yesterday.
Okay.
One of our best players didn't play. No Jalen House. We're not at full strength. Don't take this game with a grain of salt. This is not indicative of the product the Lobos are going to have on the court all year. No Jalen House, and the electric, always entertaining, fun to watch, Jamal Mashburn Jr. didn't have his best day.
No, did not.
3 for 16 from the field.
Played 33 minutes, but your leading scorer was Donovan Dent.
Yeah, not his best performance. I don't think there's going to be a lot of stinkers like this for Jamal Mashburn Jr., but I'm glad he got this one out of the way.
I mean, it was not the business. It was not the business at all. And we were talking about yesterday because there was this article that came out that was Sports Illustrated thinks that Richard Pitino is New Mexico, approaching the Final Four, and there's hype around it, and I love that talk. I love that thing.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's kind of quick, right?
Yeah, don't curse us, please. Like, let us play some basketball first before you give us all this Final Four hype. First off, I love it. I'll take all the hype you got. Hey, this is a very good team, and it's going to keep getting better all year.
We are a championship contender in the Mountain West. We had 6 wins like 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Is that right? That's close if it's not exactly right. COVID messes everything up. But you get the point I'm trying to get to. Don't got to win them all in the non-con. Don't have to, by any means. Come the conference schedule, you better. Don't got to win them all in the non-con.
But here's the thing about the non-conference. Yep. If you do win a game like yesterday, then you don't have to win as many in conference.
Ooh, that's good.
Right? Because it's all about building up your metrics so that you can get an at-large berth so it doesn't just come down to 3 days in March in Las Vegas.
Well, and it's about beating ranked opponents. And that's a ranked opponent yesterday. Like, local, but ranked.
Yeah.
It's absolutely ranked.
But that's also one of those games where it's not going to hurt you that you lost to them, but it could have really, really helped you if you win it. I mean, St. Mary's is going to be really good this year. Right? They might actually dethrone Gonzaga this year.
Well, I like that.
I mean, they're really good, and that's a tough place to play. That said, you want to just about guarantee yourself an at-large bid. Those are the games you got to win.
Oh, they're ranked in the top 25. They are good. They're good every year. They were at home. We weren't playing at full strength. And another key to this game is they just didn't give Sebastian Forsling enough minutes. Let's be honest here.
That's not what the thing
Sebastian
is.
Forsling only got 7 minutes, and I think that's directly contributing to that ass whipping the Lobos were dealt yesterday.
I think that's correct. You don't think it was the 25 from the Mahaney kid? You don't think that was it?
Nah. More Forsling. Sebastian, the Swedish street ball Forsling, is not getting enough reps.
Does your Lobo basketball team look exposed if you are looking at physicality?
I'm going to say no because this is young. I'm going to be the pure optimist here and say they got this one out of the way. It was a stinker. Mash barely, made a single basket. No Jalen House. I mean, the only bright spot, Fred, was your favorite player, Nelly Joseph.
Yeah.
And he hit St. Mary's with a little bit of Played very well.
That's good.
So one bright spot at least.
Super good reference.
I mean, the St. Mary's crowd was asking, is it getting hot in here? Or is it just Nelly Joseph?
They weren't. I mean, you could use these jokes at any time. And
We're going to be saying them all year. You know that.
Hey, St. Mary's, how you doing? It's your son now. Because you're my daddy, St. Mary's. Yeah. I didn't see that's what I'm trying to say. I didn't see the big deficit in the beginning. If you had been like, hey, Fred, in game 2 of what you believe to be a really competitive and surging Lobos basketball team, would you believe in game 2 that you're going to come out chasing 11 early, never recover from it, and lose by a fortnight? I wouldn't have believed it.
I think that's what makes college basketball so interesting but uncertain early in the season because so many teams are so different. Like you're always talking about 18 to 22-year-old kids and like how they're going to respond early in the season, but also then you look at just you're rebuilding rosters constantly, and so you just like even from a scouting standpoint, like it's hard to scout other teams early in the season because you don't know their personnel, you don't know what they're doing, you don't know what they're running. That said, that's the case for everybody, right? It's not like there's a few that are a lot of guys back from the previous year, but everyone's in the same boat.
It's the assists were close, the rebounds were close, the fouls were close, the turnovers were close. It just came down to the Lobos not shooting.
Well, first half not shooting because they won in the second half. They won all the little metrics you look for, made it a quote unquote respectable day at the end. But you got to get out of the starting line. Like there's not another way to describe that. And what you can't do is get punched in the mouth and then say, okay, now I'm ready to box. Like you go out, it's like punch first. Like if this game starts on a 13-2 run the other way, which we saw the play in the second half, we know they have the talent to do it. Then you're not having a conversation about going uphill and reacting to it. I get it, game 2. Maybe I'm being a little too pessimistic for whatever reason, but I very much would have thought, and I very much told others that I believed that the New Mexico Lobos were going to run the non-conference up until December real easily, and St. Mary's has really put a hiccup in that to start.
Yeah, I mean, this isn't indicative. Like, if you tell me the St. Mary's put a whipping on the Lobos and they had Jalen House and Jamal Mashburn wasn't trying to build an addition to his dorm room with all those bricks, if those two things are present, and they hand him the same whipping, then I'm worried. But this I'm not worried about whatsoever.
Okay, so here's the thing, though. When it comes to non-conference and quality non-conference wins to get you an at-large, this is what they've got. Texas Arlington, Toledo, at Rice, Pepperdine, Louisiana Tech, New Mexico State, UC Santa Barbara, Santa Clara, New Mexico State again, UC Irvine, Eastern New Mexico. Where's the Tier 1 non-conference win?
We just played it.
Or we just win all those other ones.
So here's the thing. You really can't afford to lose any others.
No.
Because you're not going to have a non-conference Tier 1 unless one of these teams I just mentioned suddenly becomes much better than they have been historically.
Well, and I think the commission is aware. I think the NCAA is aware. I think FAN is aware that other traditional D1, Tier 1 teams that you're talking about, they don't want to play the Lobos in non-conference anymore.
Sure.
The Lobos they're too dang scary.
Yeah.
The Lobos can beat you.
Yeah. They definitely don't want to come to Albuquerque. If you are going to play them, you have to play them on neutral sites.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, tough loss for the boys early, but you got to have a short memory in this game because they turn around and play next Thursday night. That it's at home. UT Arlington comes to town. I'm going to skip that one.
Lobos are going to put it on UT Arlington like St. Mary's put it on the Lobos. And everything will be right in the world. Jalen House will be healthy. Jamal Mashburn isn't going to stink it up like he did every time. And then Richard Pitino will obviously listen to the program and give Sebastian Forsling more minutes. All is right in the world.
Sounds incredibly accurate. Thursday Night Football recap whenever we get back. 2 men on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
This report is sponsored by Pfizer.
Beware if you are 60
and you're clear for 4 minutes.
Thank you.
Risk of hospitalization from RSV, respiratory syncytial virus.
Not all dangers come with warning labels. Talk to your pharmacist or doctor about getting vaccinated against RSV today. Learn more at bewareofrsv.com.
We're seeing major slowdowns. I-25 southbound, starting at about the interchange, and slows down to about 10 miles an hour through Lomas. Then starts to free up a little bit around Avenida Cesar Chavez. Northbound to I-25, congested from Sunport up to Avenida Cesar Chavez.
This report brought to you by Quality by DiLorenzo, Lomas, and Pennsylvania.
Interest rates are actually going down at Quality Buick GMC on Lomas. Select Buicks now come with 1.9% financing, up to $1,250 in cash, and no payments till 2024. Quality Buick GMC on Lomas, qualitydeal.com.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Eddie Haskell from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
This is Zach Gelb with the CBS Sports Minute. The Bears had a double victory last night. Not only did they defeat the Panthers, but they had Carolina's first-round pick, which would right now be the first overall selection in the draft. Bears president and former Big Ten Commissioner Kevin Warren should have a plan this offseason that features hiring Jim Harbaugh away from Michigan, and with great draft capital, selecting Caleb Williams and Marvin Harrison Jr. All Bear fans have right now is hope, and this is what they should wish for. I'm Zach Gelb.
The Jim Rome Show.
Remember when Cincinnati was struggling? Remember when Joe Burrow looked nothing like Joe Burrow? Remember when Lou Anarumo's defense also looked nothing like itself? That all feels like a very long time ago, even though it was only a few weeks ago. Joey B looks like Joey B once again, which is why the Bengals look like the Bengals once again. When Joey Burrow is healthy and extending plays, the Bengals are once again in the Super Bowl conversation.
The Jim Rome Show. Weekdays at 10 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
No one wants legal problems, but somehow, some way, they seem to find you. Where do you turn when you need help? For more than 40 years, Rudy Chavez has had the people of New Mexico's back. If you're facing a legal issue, you want to have Rudy's experience and compassion in your corner. Call the law offices of Rudy Chavez at 505-242-5500. That's 505-242-5500, or visit rudychavezlaw.com. Contact Rudy today and make your legal problems go away.
On game day, there's nothing like tailgating, touchdowns, and Twisted Tea hard iced tea. Twisted Tea goes down smooth and tastes like real iced tea because it's made with real brewed tea. Cool, refreshing, and a 5% kick of alcohol. Twisted Tea hard iced tea. Look for the bright yellow cans wherever you buy beer. Keep it twisted.
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
Hey, you're up next. My throat hurts so bad. There's no way I can sing tonight. Here, try these. Vicks VapoCool Drops.
Yeah, Vicks VapoCool Drops has maximum strength menthol with a rush of Vicks Vapors.
Ooh, I can already feel it.
I told you. So, you ready?
I'm ready.
Vaporize sore throat pain fast with Vicks VapoCool Drops.
Casino at the Downs hosts Winning Wheels Monday through Friday, noon to 10 p.m. 3 winners every 2 hours each win up to $1,000 cash. Enjoy random promos daily, cash weekends, great dining, and more. Only at Casino at the Downs, Louisiana and Central. Weekends at the Downs has your favorite games, live music, great dining, and with 30 screens, your game's on. Watch and wager on simulcast racing. Enjoy casino cash drawings, and be sure to check out the flea market and other Expo New Mexico events. Only at Casino at the Downs.
Did you know that feeling sluggish or weighed down could be a sign that your digestive system isn't working at its best? Taking Metamucil every day can help. Metamucil fiber powders help promote your daily digestive health using a plant-based fiber called psyllium. The gelling action of this special fiber traps and removes waste, so you can feel lighter and more energetic. Metamucil, promoting digestive health for a better you. Learn more
good.
at metamucil.com. These statements are not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose,
I
treat,
still
cure, or
say
prevent
you
any
use
disease.
2 Del business. Like that technology boys do, got another brand, including what they wear. Cintas has high performance. We're coming back in 30
Give me 2 Del Murphys, man.
Imaginable.
Yes,
From
sir.
Shirts and pants, polos and khakis, to Oxford or T-shirts. These clothes move, breathe, and he'll get a committee sometime.
It doesn't have to, it just has to be kind of close.
Just hit music a minute before or whatever. There's a thing.
Visit Cintas.com and get ready for the workday.
I'm Jeff Symbieta. Monday on the opening drive.
We're going after this.
There we go.
Big football weekend. Local football coach Danny Gonzalez will join us at 8 a.m. The opening drive, me and JJ Buck will start at 7 in the morning.
Remember last night when I was telling you about the NFL?
Yes.
And you said, Fred, do not bring up your crazy NFL talk again on this program. And I told you last night.
That wasn't me. That was our parent company.
That is very correct.
All right, so we just busted open some 89 Fleer baseball wax pack. They didn't do a great job cutting this one. These are all a little off center.
Flair did stickers instead of gum, so your teeth are saved for now, Mr. Van.
What, at 5 o'clock hour, we're going to open up this 88 Tops football, and me and Fred are going to eat the gum.
I got the most racist sticker you could get.
That is
all time.
insanely racist. That is going on the back of your truck tomorrow.
This is a Bend and Peel Atlanta Braves, and this is, I don't know how else to talk about this depiction. This is a screaming Native American man. This was their logo? Did I miss something historically?
Yeah, even in the 80s, they thought that was too racist, and they changed it up a little bit.
Ugh. That thing sucks.
All right, my pack was a pretty big whiff.
What year is this?
This is 1989.
89 Flair.
This has Ken Griffey Jr. rookie, Randy Johnson rookie, Tom Glavine rookie, but this is the set that has the Billy Ripken bleep face card.
Yes.
And I didn't get any of the good ones.
Okay.
I got Rafael Palmeiro and his insanely sexy mustache.
Do you think that
that's
if
the
you
best I could do.
But if you would have gotten the Billy Ripken, do you think that Ryan would have demanded to get it back from you?
I'll make a deal.
All right,
I'll wheel and deal with
guys,
him.
I'm going to be honest. I got fire over here.
I didn't get a single.
What'd you get?
Astro.
Got Barry Larkin.
Oh, he's good.
Yep. Is that his rookie? No, that's his second year.
87 is Barry Larkin, I believe.
Julio Franco.
Oh, dude, you're crushing it.
Let's go.
If you bought a baseball card pack within a 20-year span, there's a pretty good chance you had a Julio Franco card.
You know this cat, Luis Aquino? I don't know who that is.
I got his cousin John Franco.
For you Seinfeld fans, I got Keith Hernandez.
Oh, that's good.
You still need a first baseman?
He's a glove.
Well, it can only be. You can't mix and match the years in the companies. They have to be separate teams. Fred.
Yeah,
everybody knows that.
If you missed the first segment, Josh Sushan made a all-star team out of the 87 Tops pack we pulled, and it's pretty strong.
Tom Glavine Rook.
You got a Tom Glavine rookie? Look at that, dude! You got the hot pack.
Is 89 his rookie or was it 88?
87 was his rook.
Oh, okay.
Well, no, rookie card and rookie year are different.
All right, now I got a gift for you, Josh. What do you got? It is a triple A's, Jose Canseco, Terry Steinbach, and Mark McGuire.
Dude, your pack is crushing it. That is my nickname for today. If you're not watching on Facebook Live or YouTube Live, I am Jose Van Seco today in honor of these retro packs that we're opening up.
The cool part about this photo of these guys is that it was taken at the Coliseum too, which it's natural, but you never know. Get them on the road.
I got another Andy Hawkins. This guy just loves me apparently.
On the live stream, facebook.com/talkabq. I'm Fred McGriff. I feel like no one mentioned
Good
Crime
job.
Dog.
Yeah,
Good
I
job.
just thought that was kind of
The crime host?
Thought that was kind of fun. Thursday night football last night was booty, boys.
Well, we knew that was coming. It was Bears versus Panthers. You're not breaking any news here.
The NFL does not care about the quality of the game they put out.
Well, now that they got this one out of the way, it's only uphill.
Yes, that is correct.
Yeah.
I'm worried about Al Michaels.
I said that yesterday, too. I felt that.
I'm really worried about him.
It was bad, right?
I mean, for 30 years, he did the best game of the week on either Monday Night Football or Sunday Night Football. He's done Super Bowls and World Series, and he did the miracle on ice. And we are subjecting the legendary Al Michaels to this product? I'm really worried about Al.
Hey, good news, Fred.
Oh, jeez.
In my second 89 pack, you got the nicer comical Indian. So now you got the Indian and the Brave.
This is terrible.
So
we're putting these on
insanely insensitive cultural appropriation. We got both of them in one fell swoop.
I got the nice Happy Dodger logo. I saved it.
Oh, there you go. Oh, that's perfect for you.
Why?
All three of these
to work for the Dodgers.
That's true.
Of course.
All three of
Read a
these
book about
stickers are going on the carrying case for our equipment.
Excellent.
Yes.
Okay, we're getting doxxed for that for
Yep,
sure.
Sure are.
There's St. Louis Cardinal Tim Jones there for you,
No one
Fred.
cares about him.
That's hurtful.
Who cares? Do people care more about Tim Jones or the Thursday Night Football game last night?
I care about Tom Jones.
There's a Kurt Ford, not to be confused with Kurt Flood, but Kurt Ford.
Oh, good news, guys. I completely redeemed myself in this one right here. There you go, Kurt Ford there for you. Cardinals legend, Fred. My mom's favorite player and probably the best-looking dude from the 80s, Ryan Sandberg right here.
Ryan. Say the name correct. Ryan.
Oh, did I say Ryan?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad, guys.
Ryan
Sandberg. Make me an offer. How many? You got any Berkman? Lance Berkmans laying around? I'll give you a Palmero and a Sandberg for a Berkman.
Danny Cox also in the mix.
Hey, 80s legends. Hey, this is the cocaine pack right here. I got Oil Can Boyd and Lenny Dykstra.
It's not healthy.
These guys are like the Rick James of baseball. Oil Can and Lenny Dykstra in the same pack? Where's Darryl Strawberry?
Hanging out with Steve Howell.
The leading receiver last night for Carolina, 45 yards on one reception. The leading rusher last night for Carolina, 23 yards on 9 carries. The leading pass thrower for Carolina, 185 yards on 21 completions. It was the worst offensive display in the history of football, as I understand what football is. Carolina scored their only touchdown on a punt return. It is the saddest display ever?
It was rough. It was hard to watch, and what made it even worse is I lost a bet to friend of the show, Lenny. So not only did I have to endure that horrible football game, I lost a lunch on it.
Take the under. Take the under.
They're on their way to the over in the first half.
No, they were not.
With a stunning 10-9 first half.
The game was so bad. We're at Sadie's last night. We didn't even notice when it wasn't on TV for the first quarter.
A lot of the TVs got switched to Thursday night college football because Thursday night NFL football was so garbage.
Josh was watching Ken Burns baseball.
That's not wrong.
We're like, you've seen that, Josh. And Josh was like, yeah, I watch it every winter.
He's not wrong.
How many times?
Really well done.
How many times have you seen Ken Burns' baseball?
Probably 3 or 4. I haven't seen it from start to finish in a while, but I've watched various chapters and various things again.
You know, Ted Turner helped fund it. You know that?
Did he really?
Yeah.
I went to the public library today and got a biography about Ted Turner, which I cannot wait to start reading.
What is this sentence?
I swear to God. I swear to God. I was driving by. I was like, oh, yeah, I cannot wait to start reading it.
What is your selection process when you walk into a library? Like, I know how your brain works. Like, how do you, number one, how do you self-soothe and calm? And then how do you make a decision?
Usually I go in with a plan of what book I want to buy, and I see it, or not buy, but rent, because it's not
Borrow.
public library. Borrow. Thank you. It's usually not there. So then I go to the biography section, and I tilt my head about 90 degrees, and then I have a kink in my neck for the next week because you have to turn your head that way in order to look at the books. Then I just look for a person who I've heard a lot about, but I don't know enough about, and that was Ted Turner today.
I can literally see you walking through the library doing that.
I don't like it. I don't like the idea.
You can't just read top to bottom standing up. You got to tilt your head like
because
that
that's
when
where
you're
the
walking.
books are. So
Well, I understand the technique.
It's hard to read a book that's that way when you're this way.
For you, maybe.
Do you want to take Lenny and the Panthers?
Let's do this. Lenny can come on the show, but it has to be for 30 seconds because we're going to break. Friend of the show, Lenny, welcome.
What's up, Lenny?
How you doing? So let's just make it real quick. Game of the year last night. If there was no other NFL game ever played again. Okay. Congratulations to the Carolina Panthers scouting department for picking Bryce Young over C.J. Stroud.
He's very bad.
I won the bet on the under. So hopefully we're not going to Taco Bell because I don't have enough gas X.
Well, I'm not.
Okay. And if we're going to open up cards, I got some of the worst cards ever from the common areas if you want cases of 90s. The worst ever. Actually, eating the bubble gum out of the card would be more enjoyable than opening the crap to win those cards.
Just wait. It's coming up. Lenny, you're the best, brother. Swing by the Marriott Uptown. Come hang out with your boys.
All right. You have a good one.
Later. He's so funny. I want to piggyback this lunch. I want you to buy me lunch, too. It's 2 Men on 95.9 FM and Josh, too. The Sports Animal.
This report is brought to you by Malloy Los Lunas.
And you're clear.
Get ready for $12,000 off a new 2023 Ram 2500 Power Wagon during the Black Friday sales event at
Sorry, I'm running a little late.
Dodge Ram in Los Lunas. When you think Ram, think Malloy Ram.
We're seeing major slowdowns. I-25 southbound starting at about the interchange and slows down to about 10 miles an hour through Lomas, then starts to free up a little bit around Avenida Cesar Chavez. Northbound to I-25 congested from Sunport up to Avenida Cesar Chavez.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Get great deals all month long when you shop Black Friday every day at Lowe's. Get 25% off all artificial Christmas trees and tree decor. Valid through 11/15. Tree decor includes ornaments, toppers, collars, and skirts. While supplies last, selection varies by location.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Eddie Haskell from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
This is Jim Rome with your Rome Report. So the best thing that I can say about that game last night is at least we all saw it coming. At least nobody tuned into Panthers-Bears last night expecting some awesome night or a laser show or even a watchable football game. We got just the opposite. I guess technically I did make it to the end, but then again, it is my job. That said, I'm not sure I have it in me to ever sit through something like that ever again. Am I saying that I would retire or flat out quit my job before I subjected myself to that ever again? Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. It was that bad. Nobody watching that game won last night. It was a rough night for everybody. Well, everybody except the Bears. The Bears actually had their best night in a long, long time. Not their best game, but their best night. The night could not have gone any better for Chicago or any worse for Carolina and the rest of us.
We are so excited to announce that Fiesta Subaru on Lomas is now open. With more service bays, more friendly faces, and more Subarus than ever, Fiesta Subaru on Lomas is one of the largest Subaru dealerships in the country. Here, it's easier and more comfortable than ever to shop local for your next Subaru. Whether you're ready to hit the trails or hang out with us in our spacious new dealership, there's something for the whole family to enjoy. Come take a test drive or visit us at fiestasubaru.com.
KG40BL Albuquerque is 95.9 FM, AM 610 KNML Albuquerque. The Sports Animal. Proud to be a Cumulus media station, even if they're not that proud of us.
And you're open for hour two.
Ready for the Sports Animal. Your afternoon drum. Number 2, Men On, Van Nunley and Fred Slow. And in the on-deck circle, Amory Castillo.
This is Two Men On with Van Nunley and Fred Slow.
Well, that's pretty perfect, Jerry, back at the studio. You got my favorite rejoin music and my favorite guest, Josh Sushan, right here. We're having a lot of fun at the Marriott Uptown on Louisiana, just a shade north of the interstate at the New Mexico Card Show. This is dope. I'm having a blast. During the commercial break, by the way, you're listening to Two Men On, 95.9 FM, AM 610, The Sports Animal. So last segment, we opened up a rack pack of 1989 Fleer and kind of had a play-by-play of what we found. Then during the break, Sushan, you made an all-star team out of our 89 Fleer pack, and it would absolutely demolish our 87 Tops all-star team.
Yeah, this is factual. The only chance for the 87 Tops is if Dave Stewart pitches yet another no-hitter. Otherwise,
not against that team.
The 89 Flair, I mean, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 Hall of Famers, and there would be a 6th if it wasn't for some illegal activity. So,
not Rafael Palmeiro.
Period.
Use his mustache as a period.
Yeah, 6 Hall of Famers we got in the 89 Flair. 6 Hall of Famers. We got Jim Rice, Gary Carter, Tom Glavine, Barry Larkin, Ryan Sandberg. Oh, I guess just 5. Just 5.
Then we still got a really good bench here. We got both Jose Canseco and Mark McGwire didn't even make your all-star team.
Nope.
Because you're staying clean.
Well,
that's why you didn't go with oh, wait, no, you did go with Lenny Dykstra. Never mind. It's not that clean.
There's Keith Hernandez on there, too.
So very shortly, get excited, friend of the show. We are going to open up a pack of 1988 Tops football.
Football?
Yeah, football this time. And then we're going to eat the gum out of the middle.
Who's the we?
Me and Fred.
Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't make you do this for a gag.
I'll film it.
Okay.
I'll film it.
I know you take way better care of yourself than both me and Fred put together, but we're going to try this out. We're going to eat this gum here shortly. Did you do cards when you were a kid?
Oh, yes.
Yeah?
Oh, yes. A lot. Yeah. I went to anywhere between 30 and 50 A's games and about 10 to 20 Giants games a year, and I would get there 5 hours early and just get all the cards, all their autographs, batting practice, home run balls. Yeah, I went to all the card shows. In fact, I sold my entire collection to Ryan Maxwell.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, during the pandemic. I got rid of all of it.
Cool.
I just got tired. It was just sitting in boxes and sitting in a big old trunk, and Ryan made me an offer I couldn't refuse. I have no idea who got the better end of it. I hope that he has tripled his money. I feel really bad if he hasn't.
Was there any card or piece of memorabilia that was really close to your heart that was hard to peel off?
So Ryan actually forced me to keep a few things.
Oh, good.
Because he's just a good dude, and he's like, you got to keep some of the Oakland A's stuff. You got to keep this or that. So he forced me to keep a couple of things. But there's a Willie Mays autographed baseball over there that was part of my collection.
You gave up a Willie Mays autographed baseball?
I did not give up. I sold.
Okay.
I sold along with a lot of other things.
Whether it was market value or not, you parted ways with the legend.
Yeah. Well, I hung out with Willie. I don't need the signature anymore. I got the money.
Okay. Sweet name drop.
Yeah.
Fred Slow joining us on the program talking about baseball cards.
I got distracted by some pro wrestling stuff.
Yeah, of course you did.
Did you buy anything?
I left my wallet over here on purpose.
So, Freddie Fame, you ready to do this? We're going to open this up.
Are we about to chew 30-year-old gum?
Yes, we are.
I am ready.
Camera's ready.
So that is 35-year-old gum we're about to do right here.
What year is it?
1988.
I'm more ready than the Lobos were to start playing basketball last night.
All right. Little play-by-play here, as not only is this 35 years old, I dropped my piece on the floor already, so that's great.
It's going to make a
here
difference.
You go.
Okay. Oh, my God.
All right, so we split a 35-year-old piece of gum that we pulled out of 1988 Tops football pack, and it is crunchy.
You want to smell it?
And I'm going. It smells like nothing. It smells like completely indistinct. I can hear Fred crunching.
Fred's already got it in the mouth.
So I'm going to go for it. I'm gonna try to be smart about this.
It's just chalk.
And I'm gonna add some saliva to my gum and then bite into it. Oh my god, it's so crunchy.
It's like a Pepto.
Okay.
Like
this
a
is
Pepto-Bismol?
This is not gum anymore. This is something completely different. I can taste the sugar.
Do I need to do the rest of the show solo?
There's still some sugar in here.
I swallowed.
But that's not gum.
You swallowed it?
Uh-huh.
Well, that's
method. I didn't know what to do. All right, don't eat gum out of baseball cards.
Is Van going to swallow?
I don't.
Okay, that's very chalky.
There wasn't a way to chew it.
I'm going to be brutally honest here. Not as bad as I expected. It wasn't that bad. The chalk had some notes of gum flavor, like original bubble gum flavoring, but it was just like chalky sugar that I took down, and I'm sure my tum-tum's going to be hurt here in 30 minutes or an hour or so. Oh, buddy. Fred? All right. All for the love of the game.
Oh, I did not like that. I did not like that very much at all.
Okay. Thank you, Jerry. It's a good jam. Now I can say that I did that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm part of a very small and elite club of people who have had absolutely rock-hard, chalky 35-year-old gum. So, who wants to come down to the New Mexico Card Show and join me in this elite club of, well, only I can say idiots.
Just in case there is a doctor on hand.
Oh, thank goodness. Okay, that's good news.
These weren't even baseball cards. These were football cards.
All right, so we're coming in hot here. So I have right on top. I got to divide it into thirds. There you go. I got right on top. Top super rookie.
Okay.
The legend. The beautiful blonde flat top. The headband. The steroids. I got a Brian Bosworth rookie card right on top here, baby.
Okay. It would be amazing if Bo Jackson ends up in this pack also.
How happy the current Green Bay Packers would be to have at their quarterback position one Randy Wright. Let's go.
Randy Wright. Oh, my goodness. No Don Majowski?
This is 89, you said? 88?
This is 88.
Okay.
This is the prize of this pack would be a Bo Jackson rookie card, which is not in my hands.
I got a Neil Lomax, though. Remember him?
Oh, he could play.
He's Tom
Tom
Rathman. Noted
Tom Rathman could play.
Fullback of the 49ers Super Bowl winning teams.
I got
Dave Butts.
Oh, nice.
Was I allowed to say
I want that
here?
one. I want that one. I want that one.
Did you know in 1987, the lead leader in quarterback sacks with 21 was one Reggie White. Right here.
Ooh, good job, Reggie White.
Dexter Manley might have been very close, though. I got a Dexter Manley.
Yeah, he could
He was
go.
good. He could play.
Yeah, played for the Washington Guardians.
I don't remember this guy, as I was probably too young to remember these gentlemen. But how is Cowboys kicker Roger Ruzek viewed in Cowboys lore? 505-246-0610. Call in and give us your hot takes on Roger Ruzek.
All right, Cowboys fans, brace yourself.
Okay.
I'm not trying to cause any accidents on the road, but I'm holding from 1988.
Hurt and pulled and grabbed my neck in 1988.
All-Pro tight end for the New York Giants.
What?
Mark Bavaro.
Okay.
Ooh.
Hey, Fred is crushing it on his packs.
He is.
I'm getting a bunch of coked up, steroided up losers, and Fred is pulling Hall of Famers out of his packs.
I got a Mark Bavaro in action photo. He's about to stiff arm someone. Bavaro drives ahead for the Giants.
Ooh.
There's no way that he was stiff arming Fred Young, also an All-Pro in '88.
Is everyone in your pack an All-Pro? That's Fred with 2 Ds.
Fred with 2 Ds.
Double Ds.
My mouth feels weird from the gum.
My tum-tum already feels weird.
I wonder why. When it kind of falls off.
I got a Mark Jackson.
Jerry back at the studio.
Which Mark Jackson?
If we fall ill, Jerry, can you take over the program?
I may have to.
Why did we eat that old gum?
For a funny bit, and it worked.
Did you hear the chewing noise?
It was very crunchy.
The crunching noise?
It was very crunchy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
My mouth thought it was Pop Rocks for a second, but they didn't pop. They just cracked.
It was so chalky. It was like what you ever had like acid reflux?
Mm-hmm.
It's like what you do to stop that.
And we're only talking 5 minutes since you guys just did this.
Yeah.
Just wait a few hours. It's not quite the halfway mark of the show.
Luckily, it was only a half of a piece of gum.
Do you wish that you had done this bit at 6:45 instead of at 5 o'clock?
We're about to find out here shortly. I think in about 30 minutes will be the witching hour for my tum-tum.
And how close is the powder room?
Luckily it's right across the hall.
This is the Marriott.
Okay.
Very luckily. Okay. Should we pull up a trash can?
505-246-0610. What is the weirdest food you ever ate? Mine, I think, is 35-year-old bubble gum.
Pretty sure mine's 35-year-old bubble gum.
I can tell you the weirdest food that I'm not going to eat. Leftover Thanksgiving burrito.
It's a callback to yesterday's program.
Yesterday's program caught me a lot of heat, boys.
As it should have.
We'll go into that at length when we get back from the break. It's 2 Men On, 95.9 FM. And AM, so I can't even speak. My mouth feels so weird. The sports animal.
This report brought to you by Sandia Area Federal Credit Union.
And you're clear for 4 minutes.
Choose better banking. Join Sandia Area, named the 2023 Best Credit Union in New Mexico by Forbes. Visit sandia.org today. Sandia Area, better banking without the bank.
Just one trouble spot this afternoon. Southbound I-25 slows down at the interchange, gets down to single-digit speeds around Lomas, and then frees up at Avenida Cesar Chavez. Otherwise, all the highways moving at posted speeds. If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Eddie Haskell from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
Telling it like it is.
Colin Dak was great. So was Jalen Hurts, who finished with a higher passer rating. Dak's foot is just out by an inch there, but only two things could not happen down the stretch. They couldn't take a sack, and they couldn't have a penalty. In back-to-back plays situationally, that's just what Dallas did.
The Herd with Colin Cowherd. Weekdays at 1 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
With Black Friday savings all month long at the Home Depot, you get all the jingle bells and whistles you could wish for with LG appliances. With America's most reliable line of appliances per independent consumer study, you can take holiday doing to holiday done and always be ready to handle last-minute holiday guests. Save up to $900 in select laundry sets with Black Friday savings, including top brands like LG. At the Home Depot, how doers get more done.
Happy 62nd birthday, Granddad.
Thanks, sweetheart.
I got you this.
A mug. Well, what did it say? Beware. If you are 60 or older, you may be at increased risk of serious consequences from RSV, respiratory syncytial virus, compared to adults younger than 60.
Not all dangers come with warning labels. Talk to your pharmacist or doctor about getting vaccinated against RSV today. RSV vaccines, including Pfizer's, are available. Learn more at bewareofrsv.com. Brought to you by Pfizer.
On game day, there's nothing like tailgating, touchdowns, and Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Twisted Tea goes down smooth and tastes like real iced tea because it's made with real brewed tea. Cool, refreshing, and a 5% kick of alcohol. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Look for the bright yellow cans wherever you buy beer. Keep it twisted.
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
Hey, you're up next. My throat hurts so bad. There's no way I can sing tonight. Here, try these. Vicks Vapor Cold Drops.
Yeah, Vicks Vapor Cold Drops has maximum strength menthol with a rush of Vicks Vapors.
Ooh, I can already feel it.
I told you. So, you ready?
I'm ready.
Please welcome to the stage
Vaporize sore throat pain fast with Vicks VapoCool Drops.
When you use your electric vehicle in autopilot or self-driving mode, accidents can still happen. Whether you consider it fault or not, you may still have a claim. Lerner & Rowe is the first law firm in America with the ability to review the proprietary software that holds electric vehicle manufacturers responsible. If you were injured in an EV accident, call Lerner & Rowe today.
Carlos Uri Espinosa is the managing attorney, 2711 Carlisle Boulevard, Northeast Albuquerque. Some work may be performed by or referred to other attorneys.
How would you like to come home to a bartender who will fix you any cocktail you want? I'll have an old-fashioned.
I'll have a margarita.
Now you can with the Bartesian Home Cocktail Maker. Bartesian is a sleek machine the size of a coffee maker that makes premium cocktails at the touch of a button. Choose from over 50 different cocktails, from classics to the most exotic premium cocktails served in the best bars today. You'll always get freshly mixed, perfectly balanced cocktails with the Bartesian Cocktail Maker. And now get Bartesian's best Black Friday deal ever at bartesian.com/radio. Entertaining? The Bartesian is ideal for parties. No need to stock all kinds of individual mixers for complicated recipes. Every guest gets the cocktail of their choice in seconds. The Bartesian makes a wonderful gift for anyone who loves a fine premium cocktail. Now get Bartesian's best Black Friday deal ever. It's available right now, only at bartesian.com/radio.
10 seconds to rejoin liner.
SIAN.com/radio for Bartesian's best deal ever, only at bartesian.com/radio.
The king of sports talk. I am not giving myself.
Stand by.
It's the Jim Rome Show. Weekdays at 10 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Aaron Rodgers is not coming back to play this season.
Really?
I don't know. That's not what he said. He said a few fortnights. And then Kyler Murray said, well, I mean,
The game Fortnite, like, theoretically can go forever because, I mean, it's you have to die. I mean, there's a timer that collapses the field, but, I mean, how long is a Fortnite, really?
Kyler, he wasn't talking about video games.
Jack Wilson was like, stop it. Everyone stop.
You see this about Jim Harbaugh? He has been suspended.
Big
Ten has suspended him for the remainder of the regular season.
Is this breaking? Because I did not see this.
It broke right before we started the program, but I was so excited about baseball cards I didn't mention it. You know.
The NFL will be a windfall for him.
He's allowed to coach the rest of the week. He just cannot be on the sidelines on game day.
Oh, so he can coach 6 days, but then he can't be on the sidelines?
That is correct.
That's stupid.
He can't coach the day that they really need him.
You see, Ichiro gave 60,000 baseball gloves to middle schools in Japan.
That is amazing.
60,000?
Yeah. Now, as it turns out, there's 20,000 middle schools, so it only works out to be like 3 gloves a school, but it's still kind of nice.
It's 3 more than 0.
And you know how that culture is over there. If you're like, hey, I'm going to borrow this, you know it's coming back the next day.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, 100%.
They're wonderful people.
They'll share.
Ichiro will not sign with the Major League Baseball team. I've talked to you guys about this. He's going to sign with the Japanese baseball team.
Then with Shohei Ohtani?
Yeah, sorry, what did I say? Ichiro?
Yeah, a bunch of
times. Did I say Ichiro the first time?
You did.
All right, I just showed a little racism, and I'm sorry.
Okay.
So Shohei Ohtani.
This is Shohei Ohtani did that.
Yeah, he bought 60,000 baseball
Okay,
gloves.
he is not Ichiro Suzuki.
Those
are 2 wildly different people.
I'm recognizing what I did, and I am sorry.
New host of KKOB, Fred Slow.
There's a fallback plan.
Uh-huh. After that statement, they'll just embrace you with open arms, brother.
Well, whoever.
I'm embarrassed.
Who?
I recognize they're different. They're different people.
Mookie Betts, Mookie Blaylock, and Mookie Wilson are 3 different people, Fred.
I swear to God, dude.
Those are 3 different human beings, Fred.
They're all awesome, too. Have you ever met a Mookie in your life who is not awesome?
Oh, one.
Who's that?
It's not for radio.
Call him out. If he's a garbage person, let him know.
Actually, his name was Pookie. And
hey, I know a Pookie.
Yeah, does he suck?
No comment.
Yep. So Shohei Ohtani, who's absolutely not Ichiro Suzuki, donated 60,000 baseball gloves to middle schools in Japan, but there's like 20,000 of them, so it's only 3 a school. That's the story.
Gloves or batting gloves?
Like baseball gloves, like
Gloves that catch the ball.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh, that
like-
changes it even more.
like youth gloves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Changes it even more.
60,000 of them.
That's a lot.
Yeah. He's awesome, dude.
And I'm sure
he can afford it, but yes, he's awesome.
he can afford it.
And he's going to be able to afford
Yeah.
600,000 soon.
And here in a couple months, he'll be able to afford literally anything on the planet.
Who do you guys think he's going to end up with?
KT Wiz.
Because I don't have the foggiest idea.
It's not even Japan, Fred.
KT
That's
Wiz.
Korea.
Am I doing it again?
Yes, you did it again. You're not stopping at all whatsoever.
Dang it.
He's a Dodger.
I don't know.
He's a Dodger or a Yankee.
I don't know for sure. I don't know if he really cares about being in the biggest markets. I could see him going to the Rangers just as much as I could see him going to the Mariners.
He
That's
wants
a small market. That's
He
not
wants.
a small
Oh, so you think Shohei Ohtani is going to pull a Kevin Durant and just go to the best team and make them better? Shohei Ohtani, breaking news, signs with the Golden State Warriors.
He has to sign with a team in Japan, guys.
He is not signing with a team in Japan. He wants to win. He wants to be the winning pitcher of a World Series team and hoist the trophy.
These gloves are super nice. They're New Balance.
New Balance makes gloves?
Yeah.
Well, I learned something new today.
Well, and apparently they're the new glove that Shohei rocks.
Now, hold on. How can you even read that?
It's also in English.
Oh.
You're the racist one.
Oh, I see the Japanese characters.
I'm hoping the kids can spend their days happily with a lot of energy through baseball. Oh, I just like this so much.
He is so sweet.
So
he should not go to New York or LA. They will beat him down.
So it's 3 gloves per box, and he's sending one to 20,000 different schools. So,
Wait, so that part was true about the 20,000? I thought
Yeah.
you were just making that up.
No.
It's true that there's 20,000.
There's 20,000. There's approximately 20,000 elementary schools in Japan.
So each of them are getting 3.
Yes.
Okay.
If it's 20,017, those 17 schools are going to be so embarrassed.
I'm saying it's just kind of a cool story.
That's a cool story.
He's a cool guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not going back to Japan to play. It would be hilarious if he did go to the Rangers.
Yeah.
I would call him Shohei Durant all next season.
Well, then just for the content, I want this to happen.
Okay, public schools alone. No, I'm going to combine public and I'm just going to go public because I'm assuming Shohei's not donating to private schools. I'm assuming that. In America, in the United States of America, there is 98,000 elementary schools. That's crazy to me. I never would have guessed. I know a lot of people that went to the same school I did.
How they doing?
Pretty sweet.
Okay, good.
That's so crazy. 98,000? And if you count the approximate 30,000 private schools, that's a lot of schools.
There's a lot of people who live in this country.
That would give every school half a glove.
Your move, Mike Trout.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, you know how the Japanese culture is. Like, all right, so you have 3 gloves, right? You have 3. So that's one glove. That's one glove. That's 2. And then the principal gets up in front of the class with the 3rd glove and a samurai sword. And he says, I'm going to cut this glove into equal pieces to determine who gets it. And then one student says, no, don't cut the glove. The other school can have it. And then he awards it to them for their good core values. That's a thing that's going to happen over there.
I was wondering where you were going with that. Samurai sword came into the story.
I'm still wondering where he's going with
Oh,
this.
Steve
Was that it?
baseball glove.
Is that it?
That's an old Japanese tale. What I did was it's what's Aesop's fable of Japan?
First off, no, it's not. You can't just have some kind of communist samurai sword propaganda
Just
and
because
just
they did
put it on the
Karate
fine
Kid
people of
3
Japan.
doesn't mean that it's a real thing.
Wait, did they really?
Karate Kid got super bullied when he went to Japan,
Yeah, he
and
did.
I don't think it was very cool at all because he was not showing up trying to steal their girlfriends and win their fighting tournaments. Oh wait, that was his sole motivator.
Was it also Ralph Macchio or was it another guy?
It was like a 31-year-old Ralph Macchio as the
He went to
Karate
Japan?
Kid. Yes.
Yeah. No,
It
he
got
goes-
really bad at the end.
That's why I don't watch sequels.
You've seen all the John Wicks.
It's not a sequel. Those are all standalone.
Saying it's a super cool story. And whenever he ends up playing for the Tokyo
Giants,
thank you, it's going to be awesome because that's who's going to pay him the most.
Unless the San Francisco Giants pay him more.
He's going to get more here. He's going to stay here. He wants to be a legend in the highest level of competition
Can you
possible,
imagine
Major League Baseball.
A pitching rotation with Shohei Ohtani and Bartolo Colon.
Is Bartolo Colon in Japan right now?
But nobody's in Dubai paying for the new baseball league over there, and they definitely have the coin to cover for Shohei Ohtani.
Bartolo Colon's definitely going to have more innings pitched next year than Shohei Ohtani.
I have a good chance of having more innings pitched next year than Shohei Ohtani.
So I actually read that he signed as a DH.
Bartolo Colon?
Bartolo Colon did?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. He has one more home run in his career than I do.
Shohei Ohtani has one more home run than Bartolo Colon in multiple games. That's the thing he's done a lot.
I've really never been happier for another human being than I did when Bartolo Colon finally popped one out of the park. I was absolutely ecstatic for that human being.
Never happened again, except in Dubai.
And Dubai,
How many
for
years
sure.
is Shohei Ohtani going to get? I think he's going to get
10.
12. 12 years, $500 million.
So here's the thing: it's not about how many years he can actually play because they're going to spread it out. So
Mm-hmm.
that's part of the way that you get around the luxury tax and all that kind of stuff. It's going to be like 15 years.
Yeah, they're kicking that can down the road for sure.
It's going to be like 15 years, like 1.5 billion or something like that.
Mhm.
Maybe not that much, but pretty close.
Well, at the end of the deal, it'll be over $1 billion because they're going to give him the Bobby Bonilla treatment.
Yeah, I mean, his average annual is going to be 40 million, 50 million,
50-ish, I'd say.
50-ish.
Mm-hmm.
And he's worth every penny. Well, once he comes back and does both, he is.
Even as just a bat, he's one of the most valuable players in baseball.
Yeah, he's worth 40 million just as a hitter.
Yep. Yeah, about 40 as a hitter, 20 as a pitcher, but it's very unfortunate for him that he got injured in his free agent season.
He might end up with 750 million guaranteed.
There's going to be a giant bidding war.
In 75, let's say it's 75 million a year, which is not going to be that high, but 10 years, that's 750 million. So he's going to end up around 600 million guaranteed.
He'll have a weird thing in his contract that's like if you can no longer continue as and then it'll be like pitcher or everyday player,
Mm-hmm.
then it's going to modify. Like he's going to have the weirdest language of any contract.
Here's the thing:
ever.
you put that in that contract that you try to sign him for your team. I'm not going to put that in the contract when I try to sign him, which means that I'm going to sign him.
Yes.
And that the weird thing is not going to be in the contract because you're not going to get him if you put that weird thing in the contract.
Do you have a conversation back at the house with Shohei where you're like, hey, if in 5 years your elbow falls off in a way, you're now an outfielder?
Yeah,
yeah,
absolutely.
And
Yeah.
he just says yes, right?
Mhm. Yeah. I mean, here's that you have to do something like that. If you try to put language in there about if this, then that, then you ain't getting him.
Sure. Yeah, well, conversely, he'll probably have a clause in the contract that if my team's not competitive, if we don't have playoff aspirations, you pay me double.
He'll definitely have
that's
opt-out clauses.
All he wants to do is win.
Yeah, he definitely will have opt-out clauses.
He could win 10 straight championships in a row in Japan.
Not necessarily. Japan's very competitive. There's a lot of parity in both Japanese and Korean baseball.
Yeah, no, I agree with you, but now everyone's going to go. Like Barry Larkin, for instance, owns this team over in Dubai or whatever, right? And he's like bringing guys. Those guys will go to Japan. Like
No, they're not.
Oh, because those are only money guys? You're going to tell me that's the difference?
Wait, so you're telling me that a bunch of guys in the United States are going to go to Japan so they can play with Shohei Ohtani if he goes there?
All the dudes that claim they love winning.
No.
Because no one does. It's about money.
Not going to happen.
It's all about
Ohtani's not going to Japan anyways.
What? Yes, he is. You don't think Japan will pay him to be there and be their hero forever?
He came to the United States for a reason. He has unfinished business here.
I agree with Josh. He wants to be known as the best baseball player of all time.
Does your mouth feel
And
weird
if
from the
he
film?
it's my mouth and my stomach I think my stomach is like reconstituting the gum now that it has liquid.
Do you need a constitution?
So it's like it's putting the gum back together in my belly.
Oh, like T1000?
Exactly like T1000, Fred.
Dude, I hate that.
I think the gum got to Fred's head, to his brain.
Yeah, he's very silly right now.
One of my eyes feels loose.
Yeah.
It's like fuzzy.
You want some more?
2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
This report is sponsored by Ancestry.
You're clear. 4 minutes.
Makes Ancestry DNA a great gift for the holidays.
It's literally like you're giving them something they would have no knowledge of, and that's priceless.
Show someone where they came from this holiday season with Ancestry DNA. Now on sale at Ancestry.com.
Just one trouble spot this afternoon. Southbound I-25 slows down at the interchange, gets down to single-digit speeds around Lomas, and then frees up at Avenida Cesar Chavez. Otherwise, all the highways moving at posted speeds. If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Eddie Haskell from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
I'm Joe Ostrowski here to help you beat the books with BetQL. Number 1 overall pick, Victor Wembanyama, had a subpar performance in his Madison Square Garden debut, but he returns home to face the T-Wolves tonight. BetQL likes the Spurs as a 6.5-point home dog in this in-season tournament matchup. San Antonio plus 6.5 is a 5-star best bet. They think this game is a coin flip. I'm Joe Ostrowski. Bet smarter and beat the books. Download the BetQL and
Ready for another awesome sweet deal? Your next meal is calling. Our next sweet deal is from Tomasitas Albuquerque. Tuesday starting at 9 a.m. you can grab a $50 gift certificate to Tomasitas Albuquerque for just $25. Real corn, real New Mexico chili, real beef, real honey. That's what Tomasitas restaurant has been serving since 1974. When Tomasita Leva opened her restaurant, she made everything from scratch using her grandmother's recipes. And to this day, that's still the Tomasitas way. Whether you're in the mood for a piping hot relleno, a mouth-watering tamale, a cool margarita, or a refreshing cerveza, an oversized burrito, or a smothered enchilada, savor the taste of Tomasitas. Now in Albuquerque on I-25 in Jefferson in front of Century Rio 24. Open for lunch and dinner 7 days a week. Tomasitas Albuquerque loves a holiday party. They can accommodate your office party from 10 to 100 people or feed the family at home. Get $50 at Tomasitas for just $25 by checking our station website Tuesday starting at 9 a.m. till they sell out. Tomasitas, you'll be saying sweet.
Contact Tax Relief Helpers for details and restrictions.
Attention, anyone that owes money to the IRS. The IRS has restarted aggressive enforcement actions against taxpayers who owe back taxes that were temporarily suspended for COVID. If you owe $10,000 or more, you must hear this because now is the time to clear your IRS tax debt. A special toll-free number has been established so you can stop penalty fees, avoid liens, levies, or other hostile measures by the IRS. Call Tax Relief Helpers right now at 800-956-5539. Tax Relief Helpers will provide you the maximum protection afforded by law.
I got behind on my taxes and owed $48,000. I didn't know what to do. I called and they got my bill lowered to just $3,500.
I owed $87,000 in taxes, and it was scary. I got the amount I owed down to just $3,500. I saved $83,500.
If you owe money to the IRS, don't wait another day. Call 800-956-5539 right now before the IRS enforces liens, levies, or other aggressive measures. The call and consult are absolutely free. Call now. Call 800-956-5539. 800-956-5539. 800-956-5539.
Every 40 seconds, a child is reported missing. That's 2,000 children every single day. It's a heart-wrenching reality that we can no longer ignore. Find the Children is a non-profit organization dedicated to helping find missing kids. You can be a part of their mission by donating your unwanted vehicle, running or not. Call 1-800-775-5622. We guarantee that you will receive the maximum tax deduction. We provide fast, free pickup with 24-hour response. Call 1-800-775-5622. Find the Children provides crucial resources to help find missing children and educational materials to teach kids how to recognize and avoid predators. Our recovery programs have a proven track record of reuniting kids with their families. It's time to act. Donate your unwanted or unused car. Help us build a world where every child is safe. Pick up the phone and call 1-800-775-5622. Together, we can bring these kids home safely. This advertisement was paid for by Cars R Us and Find the Children.
Hi, I'm attorney Kevin Rowe. Many people think all injury lawyers are the same, their experience is the same, and that the outcome of their case will be the same. That's just not true. Hurt in a wreck? Be cautious of which personal injury firm you hire. Look for a law firm with a proven track record of results, like Lerner & Rowe. We've collected billions of dollars for over 150,000 injured people.
Multi-state settlements. Carlos Obri Espinosa is the managing attorney, 2711 Carlisle Boulevard, Northeast Albuquerque. The only part of your morning that doesn't suck. Here we go. With Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck. Weekday mornings from 7 till 10 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
We're at the New Mexico Card Show. We're here at the Marriott. We're at the New Mexico Card Show at the Marriott. Come hang out with us. Open till 7. There's some little kid in here just hustling through everyone.
This is pretty sweet.
Josh, you were like a... No, I shouldn't have said were. Josh, you're like a nerd. Correct. Were you in love with broadcasting first or sports first?
Sports first.
Sports. Yeah. And then you realized you couldn't play them, and then that's when you got into broadcasting?
Correct.
That tracks.
That's the path I would probably take.
Like when I would play, parents are like, "Oh, so what are you going to be when you grow up?" And I was like, "A professional baseball player." And they're like, "Well, just in case." What's your backup plan? I'm like, what do you mean, just in case? And then they started to kind of gently nudge me toward this. Well, there's these people who talk for a living, and you don't shut up about baseball, so maybe this will connect.
The last time you swung a bat, did you know it was the last time you were swinging a bat?
You mean like as like a kid playing?
Yeah.
No, I did not.
No. Isn't that wild?
That is wild. Man, oh my goodness, that is wild. I don't remember how I did either.
No. That happened to me. The last time I hit a jumper, I didn't know it was the last time I was ever going to hit a jumper.
I played baseball every summer all the way up until COVID. What does that say about me? I just can't give it up.
Means you rule.
Just can't give it up. Need that last little taste, just chasing that dragon.
Yeah.
Every single weekend, every summer, my whole adult life, trying to play some ball.
So last year we were at some place with the Isotopes, and
that track.
And I was just waiting.
You do play in places.
We were in Sugarland, and I'm just waiting on someone to do the pregame interview. And so they're doing the indoor cage, and Jordan Pacheco's like, "Josh, hop in the cage." And I was like, "Haha." He's like, "No, seriously." Like he demanded that I hopped in the cage. And so like all the dudes are around, and like, you know how nerve-wracking it is when the entire Isotopes
would not be for me.
Yeah.
Would be. Fortunately, I was crushing it. Yeah, I did well. Of course, it was Jordan Pacheco from 6 feet away, underhand tossing
it.
This was not pitching from off a mound. You're inside the cage. That's how you get ready for game.
You're not hitting 100-mile-an-hour fastballs.
The problem with that is that Winton Bernard gave me his bat, and it had a whole bunch of pine tar on it, and he did not give me his batting gloves. And so I had pine tar on my hands for like the next 3 days. It's tough to get off.
Lava soap.
Oh.
Take it pine tar off.
Good
Lava
knowledge.
soap.
I messed with lava soap.
Mm-hmm. Works every time.
It was fun.
So you swing the bat for the last time. You don't realize it. Your playing career is over.
I was at 15.
At 15.
15. Yeah.
And then
that was it.
Just bought like a.
And then it was
speak and say.
It was typing and talking ever since.
I still think I can. I'm dumb and jaded enough to think I could still go out there and do it like every day.
You mean just play and not get hurt, or do you mean like play at a level in which people would pay money to watch you play?
I'm not dumb enough to think that I could just walk out on a Major League Baseball field and contribute to a winning team, but I am jaded enough to think that I could be a relief pitcher and designated hitter for the Isotopes tomorrow.
I could see you on the Savannah Bananas.
I would be the best player on the Savannah Bananas.
I could definitely see you out there. Like, what would be your shtick for the Bananas? Because, I mean, you got to have a thing, right? What would be your thing?
First off, my name is Van. Natural fit. Okay. Savannah Bananas. Okay.
You come out as this is obvious, as a strawberry every time instead of a banana because of your...
Yeah, because I'm a ginger. Yeah.
Of your appearance.
Yeah, I'm in a giant orange costume, and I just drop bombs.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I don't think that's part of the game. I think they try to hit it like into action. I think that's like, it's not real baseball. Like it's.
Oh, it's like theater,
Yeah,
like wrestling.
It's like pro wrestling. That's why it's my favorite baseball.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I love it.
There's a dude on stilts at the plate, and he makes contact more times than not.
It's very impressive. He pitches too.
Yeah.
I would probably have to learn a TikTok dance, wouldn't I?
All of them.
I would have to learn a Fortnite dance or a TikTok dance or something
You
along
can't
those
even
lines.
try out for the team unless you already have a TikTok dance.
I don't think they do tryouts anymore. I think they like recruit.
Recruit you. Yeah.
We had the Olsen kid on when we were doing the baseball podcast, and he was telling us, he was like, yeah, I was a pretty good, baseball player or whatever in college, and then, got to the point where I was graduating college, but I also had like funny social media or whatever, and then the Savannah Bananas were like, hey, you want to keep doing funny social media and like playing baseball? And he was like, I guess I'll just work at the car dealership next year.
Yes.
That was 5 years ago?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
God, entertainment is so important. Like, and sports is so good at it to just distract from. And it's all nonsensical, right? Like the Savannah Bananas are nonsensical. Like it's nonsensical to go play men's league softball 3 nights a week. Like it's nonsensical to hurt your knees playing sand volleyball. It's nonsensical to get turf burn playing flag football.
To literally break your foot playing weekend men's baseball.
Yeah.
Because I did that.
I snapped an ankle playing pickup basketball.
I have a titanium plate in my foot because I couldn't give up my dream of playing baseball.
I had a ligament that made Aaron Rodgers' Achilles look cool.
But you do.
I'm feeling left out that I haven't heard any body parts since my career ended while chasing a non-existent dream.
Well, I mean, you did hurt your throat last year during the season.
That's correct.
So that's close.
Back-to-back years I've hurt my throat.
What are you going to do different this year to prepare?
Ooh, good question. got any advice?
35-year-old bubblegum.
Yeah, that cures everything.
Out of this pack we just opened. Speaking of, we'll open our last one of the night whenever we get back. It's 2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Get great.
You're clear. 4.5 minutes.
You shop Black Friday every day at Lowe's. Get 25% off all artificial Christmas trees and tree decor.
Valid through 11/15. Tree decor includes ornaments, toppers, collars, and skirts. While supplies last, selection varies by location.
It's been the same story all afternoon. Pretty much smooth sailing everywhere except southbound I-25. You're going to run into congestion starting at the interchange, and that will stay slow all the way down to Avenida Cesar Chavez.
This report brought to you by Keller's Farm Stores.
Turkey Mania is here. Reserve your fresh, all-natural Thanksgiving turkey today at KellersFarmStores.com. Keller's, your home for everything turkey, serving the best prime quality turkeys for more than 50 years. Order online today. Eubank and Candelaria and Coors and Montana.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Eddie Haskell from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
Come to the UNM Power Zone. 3.5 hours before kickoff for each home game with backyard games, inflatable, food, drinks, music, and more.
Hand him off to the deep man, Merritt. Oh, makes a man miss. He's outside the number to the 50. He's
Come celebrate with New Mexico's station for football.
first career global touchdown, 27 yards.
95.9 FM and AM 610.
Unbelievable.
The Sports Animal.
We are so excited to announce that Fiesta Subaru on Lomas is now open. With more service bays, more friendly faces, and more Subarus than ever, Fiesta Subaru on Lomas is one of the largest Subaru dealerships in the country. Here, it's easier and more comfortable than ever to shop local for your next Subaru. Whether you're ready to hit the trails or hang out with us in our spacious new dealership, there's something for the whole family to enjoy. Come take a test drive or visit us at FiestaSubaru.com.
On game day, there's nothing like tailgating, touchdowns, and Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Twisted Tea goes down smooth and tastes like real iced tea because it's made with real brewed tea. Cool, refreshing, and a 5% kick of alcohol. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Look for the bright yellow cans wherever you buy beer. Keep it twisted.
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
Hey, you're up next. My throat hurts so bad. There's no way I can sing tonight. Here, try these. Vicks Vapor Cold Drops.
Yeah, Vicks Vapor Cool Drops has maximum strength menthol with a rush of Vicks Vapors.
Ooh, I can already feel it.
I told you. So, you ready?
I'm ready.
Vaporize sore throat pain fast with Vicks Vapor Cool Drops.
No one wants legal problems, but somehow, some way, they seem to find you. When you turn when you need help? For more than 40 years, Rudy Chavez has had the people of New Mexico's back. If you're facing a legal issue, you want to have Rudy's experience and compassion in your corner. Call the law offices of Rudy Chavez at 505-242-5500. That's 505-242-5500, or visit rudychavezlaw.com. Contact Rudy today and make your legal problems go away.
Dell's Black Friday event is their biggest sale of the year. Shop limited time deals on laptops like the stylish, innovative XPS 13, engineered to do it all on the Intel Evo platform. Plus, save big on ultra-sharp monitors and top-brand accessories. It's the perfect time to upgrade any home, business, or gaming setup, powered by Intel Core processors. Shop now at Dell.com/deals to take advantage of huge savings and free shipping. Again, that's Dell.com/deals.
The Chase Ink Business Premier Card is made for people who make things happen, like me. I'm Sam, founder and CEO of Manifest, a product design company that makes everyday products designed smarter. I get 2.5% cash back on purchases of $5,000 or more, plus unlimited 2% cash back on all other purchases, which helps us make more smart ideas into a brilliant reality.
The Ink Business Premier Card. Learn more at chase.com/business premier. Chase for business. Make more of it's yours. You're a business owner compensated for their participation. Account subject to credit approval. Restrictions and limitations apply. Funds are issued by JP Morgan Chase Bank. Any member FDIC.
Come armchair quarterback with the opening drive. Weekday morning. Here we go. On 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
It's time to rock it, yo, the party don't stop. It's time to
Continuing
rock.
the program,
It's time to rock.
live from the
It's
Mexico
time
Car
to
Show.
rock.
Come and hang out all weekend right from Marriott. Doors open at 10 tomorrow. They close at 7 tonight. So looks like maybe some of the vendors are starting to pack up. Definitely get out first thing tomorrow morning, though. There will be a rush.
I'll be here tomorrow. I'm going to bring my stuff.
What time are you going to be here?
TBD.
What kind of stuff are you going to bring?
Yeah, what do you got?
Oh, I got decades of baseball cards. I was like an actual collector.
Are you going to bring them just to like brag, or what are you going to do with the stuff you bring?
Both. No, I want to sell it all. I'm selling it. I'm selling it all. It is a fire sale.
Buy
tomorrow.
Vans a lot.
Come buy my stuff tomorrow.
You know you have to pay for a table, right?
I got a guy.
Okay.
I have some things, but I don't believe any of them to have actual value. They only have perceived value.
They have value to you.
Yes.
Okay. That's all that matters.
I would bring stuff like a 2 Men On shirt and I would sign it. And I would bring like a Duke City Championship Wrestling shirt and I would sign it. Outside of that, I would really run out of things quick.
Okay.
It's actually just a DCCW merchandise booth at this point. And they're like, what do you mean your Square reader doesn't work? Charge it twice.
Update. 35-year-old gum is making me burp now. I'm usually not a burp guy, but I think my body is rejecting the gum.
I
feel kind of normal-ish.
My nose is a lot drier.
Your nose is dry?
Yeah, I don't like it.
I feel like anything that you do that's just like slightly off, or anything that you say slightly off, for about 3 days, you can blame on the gum.
Oh, sweet.
Built-in excuse for anything.
So,
the rest
like
of the
Fred mixing up Shohei Ohtani and Ichiro Suzuki, just blame that on the gum?
Correct.
Okay, good.
Josh has really undershot this. If you swallow bubble gum, it stays in your system for 7 years.
Okay, well, good for us. We just ate chalk.
We're opening up our final pack of the day.
That is correct.
These are basketball cards.
These are basketball?
Yep, yeah. We went hoops.
What year? What year
This
is
is 90-91 Fleer basketball.
All right.
This is from the 89 season, I believe.
This is 1 year before the Dream Team.
So David Robinson's rookie card is in here.
Somewhere.
Okay.
And a
not on the Dream Team.
yet.
All right, so I will start. Also not on the dream team, Isaiah Thomas.
That is funny.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So
Isaiah Thomas, that's a good one.
That is a good
So
one.
there we go.
Oh, Isaiah.
I got a legendary photo of Sean Kemp in a Sonics uniform dunking.
Ooh.
That's a good one. I'm going to ask for that before we go.
That's a good one.
What are you going to trade me for?
Yeah.
I currently have an Isaiah Thomas.
Isaiah
What else you
Thomas?
got?
What else you
Let's
got?
see what else you got.
I'm not starting off as hot as you guys, as I have
Yeah.
a Bill Hanslick.
Oh, play for the Suns.
Yeah, old Bill Hanslick. That's Denver, actually, Denver.
All right, so Isaiah didn't make
I have a Bill Hanslick too.
Hey, look at us. We're twinsies.
We're Bill Hanslick buddies.
All right.
Stand by.
That's the second coolest thing you could be besides Eskimo Bros. We're Hanslick homies.
Now, you guys know the reason Isaiah wasn't the point guard for the dream team?
Uh-huh.
Because one John Stockton was.
Well,
Boys.
hey, Fred has been crushing it all day.
He is pulling all of the best cards. I have the father of Warriors basketball player Andrew Wiggins, Mitchell Wiggins.
Oh, okay.
Used to rock it.
Mr. Wiggins.
You want that, Van?
Oh, I would love it. Thank you for the Houston Rockets card.
What am I going to get in return?
All of these.
these.
Hey, it starts to pick up a couple cards down,
All right.
guys.
Mm-hmm.
As I have a Glenn Rice,
Ooh.
and this might be a rookie.
Shooter.
The second shooter.
Just the first one.
I got a Sean Elliott.
Hey, pretty good three-point shooter, but a better coach. Cavs legend, Steve Kerr right here.
I like that one.
Hey,
I totally want this Steve Kerr.
okay, I'll trade you Steve Kerr for Mitchell Wiggins.
Yes, for sure.
Thanks.
What a trade. Steve
Okay.
Kerr's hair looks terrible in this photo, and his hair looks magnificent every night.
I'm
with the
glad
Warriors.
you brought up hair because I'm talking like the best cut in the game at the time. And it's Chris Mullen right here in my hands, boys.
Oh, dude,
Dude.
Stroked.
Another Hall of Famer he just pulled.
We will have a little story time here. I used to, in my youth, probably 8-ish years old to like 10-ish, 11-ish years old, I rocked a Chris Mullen, Brian
Flat top.
Bosworth
Yeah.
flat top. And there is photo evidence.
I'm not surprised by this at
Yeah.
all.
My hair right now is not that far from a flat top, but I used to have like a real legit, could set a plate on top of it flat top back in my day.
I like that.
All right, it keeps getting better. The hits keep coming, boys. I have Washington Commanders minority owner, Irvin Magic Johnson,
That is
in my stack. Look at this, bro.
That's very good.
Irv, baby.
Wow.
Look at that. He looks very healthy here.
Here's the thing about when you collect basketball cards, because there's
Okay.
only 12 on a team, you're going to get a bunch of good dudes in the pack.
Sure.
It's guaranteed,
Right.
right? Unlike
The
football
odds
and
are.
baseball, yes, everyone's good in the NBA.
You talking about Bernard King right over here, boys?
Oh, I love me some.
Oh,
Bernard
he's a
King.
player.
I'll trade
That's
you
a
Danny
player.
Manning for Bernard King. You want Danny Manning? I'll trade you.
Ooh, Danny Manning's
I'm only
good.
going to do it because I see equal value and I know you overvalue mine, so that's like a nice thing.
Thank you.
Guy with a lot of promise, never quite lived up to it. He was a stud there for a minute. Phoenix Suns hero, Kevin Johnson, guys.
Oh yeah, another Bay Area
Little
guy.
KJ.
He mayor of Sacramento got the Kings a new arena.
So since it's the mayor of your sister city, I'll give you the Kevin Johnson.
You want the Sean Kemp?
Everybody wants Sean Kemp. Look at that.
That's a fair trade.
That
Kevin
is
Johnson,
sweet.
All
Sean
right,
Kemp.
so that hurts me a little bit because I did want the Sean Kemp, and
All right, make me an offer I can't refuse.
I have a whole stack of
I
them.
would ask you to trade me any of your Rockets, but I don't want any of your Rockets now because my last card in the pack is a Fleer 1990 All-Star Akeem Elijah one.
The dream
My
has
dude.
arrived.
My favorite player when I was a kiddo.
Really?
Yeah. He's a legend in H-Town. And look, this is before they started spelling his name correctly, and it was Akeem.
Before the H.
Yeah,
Oh,
before the
that's
H.
super sweet, dude. I got X-Mac here, Xavier McDaniel. He played with Sean Kemp there in Seattle.
Yeah.
I have a
Ooh,
little teammate to that.
that's cool.
J.R. Reed played with Michael Jordan in college for 1 year. There you go. He's
I
on.
thought J.R. Reed went to UNLV.
I thought he went to North Carolina. Yeah.
It's a different J.R. Reed.
Oh, I'm thinking of J.R. Ryder. Thinking of J.R. Ryder.
I often think of J.R. Ryder.
Yeah,
You are right.
as we
yeah.
should.
Ed
Yeah.
Pickney. I don't know who that
The
is.
East Bay
Oh, Ed
Funk.
Pinckney, he was on Villanova when they stunned Georgetown.
There you
He
go.
was the big center that kind of shut down Patrick Ewing in the finals.
Is this Ken Norman? Did he go to Wichita State? No, University of Illinois. Ken Norman. I don't know who that is.
Ken Norton.
Well, there you go, boys. That was kind of my whatever.
Rodney McCray was the minutes leader, and so they made a big deal about it. Minutes leader, Rodney McCray.
Apparently,
that's nice.
The fewest turnovers in the league was by Todd Murphy, and I bet it's because he never touched the ball.
Smart play.
Heck of a day at the card show. Yeah, it was. We'll try to get that Sean Kemp during the break, and then all of our NFL picks whenever we get back. Streaming on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal. Later, Josh.
All right, thanks for having me.
You're clear. Thank you, gentlemen. Well, I guess I'll talk to you next hour.
I ain't even mental. I'm a little mental. Stab you with a pencil. I can see through you.
Hey.
Brought to you by the Albuquerque Journal.
The Albuquerque Journal and Venue Plus for local insight and answers about answered puzzles, sports or shopping, comics or movies, events, dining, music, television, and more. Get all your entertainment and recreational questions answered. Subscribe at abqjournal.com.
It's been the same story all afternoon. Pretty much smooth sailing everywhere except southbound I-25. You're going to run into congestion starting at the interchange, and that will stay slow all the way down to Avenida Cesar Chavez. If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline. 7. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Eddie Haskell from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
Contact Tax Relief Helpers for details and restrictions.
Attention, anyone that owes money to the IRS. The IRS has restarted aggressive enforcement actions against taxpayers who owe back taxes that were temporarily suspended for COVID. If you owe $10,000 or more, you must hear this because now is the time to clear your IRS tax debt. A special toll-free number has been established so you can stop penalty fees, avoid liens, levies, or other hostile measures by the IRS. Call Tax Relief Helpers right now at 800-956-5539. Tax Relief Helpers will provide you the maximum protection afforded by law.
I got behind on my taxes and owed $48,000. I didn't know what to do. I called and they got my bill lowered to just $3,500.
I owed $87,000 in taxes, and it was scary. I got the amount I owed down to just $3,500. I saved $83,500.
If you owe money to the IRS, don't wait another day. Call 800-956-5539 right now before the IRS enforces liens, levies, or other aggressive measures. The call and consult are absolutely free. Call now. Call 800-956-5539. 800-956-5539. 800-956-5539.
On game day, there's nothing like tailgating, touchdowns, and Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Twisted Tea goes down smooth and tastes like real iced tea because it's made with real brewed tea. Cool, refreshing, and a 5% kick of alcohol. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Look for the bright yellow cans wherever you buy beer. Keep it twisted.
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
Hey, you're up next. My throat hurts so bad. There's no way I can sing tonight.
Here, try these.
Vicks VapoCool Drops.
Yeah, Vicks VapoCool Drops has maximum strength menthol with a rush of Vicks Vapors.
Ooh, I can already feel it.
I told you. So, you ready?
I'm ready.
Vaporize sore throat pain fast with Vicks VapoCool Drops.
Now betting for the sports animal, your afternoon drive.
Hey, you guys ready?
Men on, Van Nunley and Fred Slow.
Hey, gentlemen.
And in the on-deck circle, Amory Castillo.
This is Two Men On with Van Nunley and Fred Slow.
And it's back to work for you. You're on. Guys, you're on. Guys, are you on?
Back live. Marriott Uptown hanging out. Some of the vendors starting to pack up, man, but come on down, open till 7.
Yeah, lucky for you, Duke City. They're going to be here all weekend.
Is this week 10 in the NFL?
I believe so.
Isn't that crazy?
Time flies, baby. It's already Thanksgiving's creeping up. Next thing you know, it's Christmas and New Year's. Then the Super Bowl. Oh, my goodness.
It's about to get weird. Bunch of big stuff next week. Lobos play next Thursday. Duke City Championship Wrestling next Thursday. And then you're basically into the holidays. Christmas parties. You know how it gets so off over the next couple weeks. And every business in the world, because we're like that weird culture where it's like use it or lose it, like time off. It's like no one's at work for some reason.
Right.
Yeah, I was just going to. In radio, like, hey, Inside Baseball, radio is like a lot of ad sales and a lot of commercial sales and a lot of sponsorship stuff. You don't bother anyone with that stuff during the holidays. It's just like you're sitting around twiddling your thumbs for a month.
Yeah, the corporate world in America, and especially here in Albuquerque, they just kind of dial it in.
Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah.
Obviously, yesterday was what yesterday was as far as the world of football goes. I got that one completely right. Let's start with the weekend, man. Colts at Patriots. That game is in Germany. It's going to start at 7:30 local. Colts favored by 1.5 points. Over-under is a little bit lower than I think it should be at 43. What's your opinion on this one, Van?
I have very strong opinions on this. I think the Colts are going to whoop up on the Patriots, and I'm not just saying that. I got a little skin in the game this weekend. They're part of my parlay. I really like the Colts. 1.5 isn't enough for this game. Colts win easily.
I think they do too, and I think they score a bunch of points. And I'm going to say a sentence I've never said in my entire radio career, which is I think Bill Belichick's on the hot seat.
Bill Belichick is very much on the hot seat, not only for his performance on and off the field, but I think his relationship with Robert Kraft is going down the drain as well.
What do you think that is about? Do you think Robert Kraft said, let me give you a GM, just put some focus on coaching, or let me give you a coach, just put some focus on GMing? Like, what do you think that stirs from?
Well, I think the problem with Bill Belichick and Robert Kraft is a little on edge. He's easier provoked these days because he's not getting his regular massages, so he gets upset a lot easier than he would have historically.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I hear you on that, but two guys who have never struggled with each other professionally might not know how to struggle with each other professionally. And then it's going to, evaporate into the rest of the game. And by the game, I mean the front office, the people that surround football. Because, and we use Bill Belichick as an example, you can be weird and eccentric and kind of mean and all those things if you're winning.
Right.
If you're not doing those things, You're not those things currently. You're not those things anymore. I think right now, Bill Belichick is past the point of return to where if you don't become, and this is going to sound bad because he was so incredibly successful before, the exact same level of success that you were before, you're never going to get to the level where you're anything. You're just going to be the curmudgeon who lost it.
Yeah, I mean, and you said it, winning cures all ills, right? I mean, you could put a Band-Aid on a lot of problems if you're winning, if you're successful, if your quarterback is the face of the league. I wonder if a point of contention is who is advocating for Mac Jones, because it's very evident that Mac Jones is hot garbage and he should not be a starter in the NFL, but they keep trotting him out there for whatever reason. Is this a Robert Kraft thing? Is this a Bill Belichick thing? Bill Belichick is also the GM, like Bill Belichick is the front office. Is this his idea that they're just going down the drain with Mac Jones?
You would have to think, because he doesn't know a different formula. Like when Tom Brady showed up and he was able to have the exact same guy for so very long, he never had to make adjustments. His focus was never on making his guy better. His focus was on confusing the new quarterback that he sees every week, because at that time, the last 20 years, he'd see a different guy for every other team, for 16 weeks every year. And I think this is Gardner Minshew's first start ever against Bill Belichick. You know what I mean?
Right.
To where Bill Belichick might be incredibly talented at coaching against a guy. Is he maybe not as talented as we thought of coaching up his own guys?
Yeah, that's a really strong point there, Fred. That's like one of the most insightful things you said about football in this program in quite some time. Is this gum, this 35-year-old gum, effective to you in a positive way, as opposed to it rotting my stomach from the inside out?
Well, we're talking about Gardner Minshew. So
Oh, okay.
yeah,
All right. Yeah, you're usually into it when there's Minshew involved. You go into the zone, and we're talking about that mustache.
As far as Washington State alums go, and that's my guy. I'm trying to.
He's the best one.
We should get him on the show. Of all time, no, it's Klay Thompson.
He played football too?
No. Are we
talking about football.
If we're talking football, it's Drew Bledsoe.
Oh, give me Minshew over Bledsoe. Soft knees.
I don't like that. I don't like what you just said. Cleveland Browns are at the Baltimore Ravens, continuing the day. Ravens favored big at home by 5. It is a low-scoring affair. I'm going to tell you this. Take the Ravens by a lot. The 5 is not enough. Take the over on 38. This is going to be a blowout, boy.
The Browns do have a good defense, but they are banged up right now. So that just helps Lamar Jackson even more when he doesn't need that help. And the Ravens got a new secret weapon, and they're going to start to deploy him throughout the rest of the year. This Keaton Mitchell kid, this rookie, is a dude. He's like the second fastest dude in the NFL. He's absolute lightning. He's going to be another Devin Arcan, however you say his name. So they're going to keep feeding this kid Keaton Mitchell all day, and Lamar Jackson is going to do Lamar Jackson things, and they're going to beat up on an already beat-up Browns defense. I got the Ravens and the over.
They are rolling. Baltimore is rolling. Baltimore is dangerous, and you heard yesterday from friend of the show, Wayne, they're going to the Super Bowl. Therefore,
because the Super Bowl logo is half purple.
That is correct.
Okay.
Purple.
Not the Vikings, though. Not Josh Dobbs and the Vikings. A different purple.
That is correct.
Okay.
Purple and red. Ravens and 49ers.
But not
the Vikings.
Not the Vikings.
And the Chiefs.
Yeah, see,
Nope.
There you go. Josh Dobbs and Justin Jefferson isn't going to be the match made in heaven and lead them to so I'll probably have to win out the season as bad as the Vikings are right now.
The last two teams, or the teams in the last two Super Bowls, had the colors that match the logo. So if we were to rank the most likelies, it would be Baltimore and San Francisco. But you think it could be the Vikings and the Chiefs?
Well, I think Baltimore, when they're healthy and Lamar Jackson's healthy, is as dangerous as anyone in the league, especially if they had, they got some better weapons this year. So I could see the Ravens making a rush in the already stacked AFC.
Yeah.
Why not?
I'm not buying into that. No, that's not for me. Your Green Bay Packers go to Pittsburgh. They're going to play the Steelers. Steelers favored by 3 at home. It's a low-scoring affair in that one as well. I would take the over on 39, and I would take the Steelers big. Kenny Pickett is the truth. TJ Watt will eclipse double-digit sacks on this one.
Usually I do not bet for or against my Green Bay Packers, but they've been so disappointing. I think this is an easy pick here. Steelers only 2.5-point favorites. I don't see how they're only 2.5-point favorites at home against a garbage Packers team, but I got the Steelers winning easily. And much like my Colts pick, Steelers are part of my parlay this week, so I am confident in the Steelers. Even though I'm not a Kenny Pickett guy, I think the team is just well-rounded enough. They're a good football team, all 53 dudes.
Pittsburgh's defense kills drives. Like, you're not able to pick up any sort of rhythm or routine against the Pittsburgh Steelers. I mean, Green Bay might get shut out in this one. Maybe that's why the over-under is so low, because they expect the Pittsburgh to score 39-0. They don't have that offense in Pittsburgh. Kenny Pickett's not going to lose. Texans at Bengals. I mean, Could you see a more lopsided game this weekend than the Texans at the Bengals?
You are very wrong on this one. I do have the Bengals winning with the money line, but give me the Texans plus 7.5 or whatever it is right now. I got it when it was at 7.5. CJ Stroud is that dude. He's that dude, and he's going to play well enough to keep this game close. The Texans will hang on with the Bengals, but the Bengals will win. I really like the Texans plus 7.5 and the over.
Oh, gosh, I just don't think so. I think Cincinnati is in need of a signature victory. I think Cincinnati, whose quarterback I thought was done at the beginning of the year, is substantially improved from where he was, but he's past the point of regular. He's back to the exceptional level that got them to the Super Bowl, 2 years ago?
Sure.
He is in that conversation again as maybe the best dude in the league at it. I'm looking for a blowout at home. I'm looking for a set this thing up for the second half of the season. Here we are in week 10. It starts now with Cincinnati, and the way they play the game, they might not lose a game for the rest of the year.
The Bengals are good, and I think Joe Burr is back to full power, but there's no T. Higgins this weekend. Jamar Chase is banged up, and I am finally convinced 100% of who C.J. Stroud actually is. While I agree with you, just give it to him right now for sure. While I do agree with you that the Bengals are stepping their way towards the elite category, and Joe Burr looks like Joe Burr right now, I think it's going to be closer.
If you're talking about the hotness that Stroud's been over the last handful of weeks, I agree. I think the one dude that has been hotter, Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow.
Sure. Let's step away. We'll go continue our picks whenever we get back. It'll be the Saints and the Vikings after the break. It's 2 Men On, 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
This report brought to you by Sandia Area Federal Credit Union.
And you're clear for 4 minutes.
Need access to your savings?
Hey, I've got that Nate Bargatze, if you want it.
Once per term with no penalty. Sandia Area.
You're not there, are you?
The bank. Sandia Area is federally insured by the National Credit Union Association. Restrictions apply. Visit sandia.org for details.
Everything moving smoothly with highways at posted speeds, with one exception. Southbound I-25 slows down at the interchange and stays slow until you get through the construction at Avenida Cesar Chavez. The worst of it, have you down to about 10 miles an hour as you head through the Lomas area.
Brought to you by New Balance. New Balance and more at New Mexico Shoes. Professional service, quality shoes, and the latest apparel. In Conwood Corners next to Best Buy. And New Mexico Shoes on Monteverde next to SAS. New Balance and New Mexico Shoes.
If you see an accident, call the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture and Mattress, proudly providing New Mexicans with quality furniture and service for over 87 years. I'm Eddie Haskell from the 96.3 News Radio KKOB Traffic Center.
Come to the UNM Power Zone. 3.5 hours before kickoff for each home game with backyard games, inflatable, food, drinks, music, and more.
Hand him off to the deep man, Merritt. Oh, makes a man miss. He's outside the number to the 50. He's to the no.
Come celebrate with New Mexico's station for football.
First career global touchdown, 27 yards.
95.9 FM and AM 610.
Unbelievable.
The Sports Animal.
On game day, there's nothing like tailgating, touchdowns, and Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Twisted Tea goes down smooth and tastes like real iced tea because it's made with real brewed tea. Cool, refreshing, and a 5% kick of alcohol. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Look for the bright yellow cans wherever you buy beer. Keep it twisted.
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
Hey, you're up next. My throat hurts so bad. There's no way I can sing tonight.
Here, try these.
Vicks VapoCool Drops.
Yeah, Vicks VapoCool Drops has maximum strength menthol with a rush of Vicks Vapors.
Ooh, I can already feel it.
I told you. So, you ready?
I'm ready.
Vaporize sore throat pain fast with Vicks VapoCool Drops.
All In Autographs, Albuquerque's premier sports memorabilia and collectible destination, is proud to sponsor the Las Vegas Raiders football. We're your local source for all things Raiders, from jerseys with your favorite OG players to autographs of the greats. Stop in today. All In Autographs is located at 2225 Wyoming Boulevard Northeast in the Hoffman Town Square off Wyoming and Manal. Visit us online at allinautographs.com. That's allinautographs.com.
eBay Motors is here for the ride. 120,000 miles of night drives, daily commutes, and who knows how many.
Are we there yet?
Through countless fixes, elbow grease, and a new radiator, you kept your ride alive. With eBay Motors, you have over 122 million parts to keep it running. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, they'll be the perfect fit every time. Plus, at these prices, well, we're burning rubber, not cash. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
With your choice of select sandwich, nugs, fries, and a drink, Wendy's $5 Biggie Bag is your go-to. Your nugget wingman. Your hot and crispy fried co-pilot. Just like us. We're like the bag boys. What? Bag boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when we bring your food? For a deal you can count on, bet on Biggie and choose wisely. Choose Wendy's. Bag boys.
U.S. price and participation may vary. Includes choice of JVC or crispy chicken sandwich with 4-piece nuggets, junior fry, and small soft drink. Third-party delivery pricing may be higher.
The cold winter weather is coming fast, and it's not kind to your vehicle. It's Jeff Symbieta. Give your car the protection it needs with a visit from On the Spot Automotive Detailing. Not only do they offer great detailing services, but their ceramic coating and paint protection film work like magic. No more mud, dirt, and water stains. Their protective layering helps prevent UV oxidation damage to your car's paint with an opportunity to get a lifetime warranty. You can't go wrong. On the Spot Automotive Detailing also offers window tint services for your vehicle. Visit otsdetailing.com for more info.
O'Reilly. See better and drive safer with new bulbs from O'Reilly Auto Parts. Get a better view of the road and save. Receive a $15 O'Reilly gift card after rebate.
Hey, we're 45 seconds away. I've got that quote, or the Saturday Night Live Nate Bargatze as George Washington dreaming about the future of American football and not using the metric system.
What are you talking about?
Oh, I sent an email to you, but Dan said you might want it as a.
I am so sorry.
Surprise.
I check email never.
Oh, good.
Yeah, always text
me. It's
me.
not a problem, man.
Yeah.
And saving the day.
It's damn funny, 47 seconds long. If you want it.
Industrial grade supplies for.
I got to introduce it though.
Yeah, let's not do it here.
On most orders.
We'll see if we can sneak it in at the end.
Ready to help.
And if you can't, it's not a problem at all.
New products.
It's all part of my full service production.
You're the best.
No, right back at you. Hey, we're going now.
I'm Jeff Symbieta. Monday on the opening drive, we look back at another big football weekend. Local football coach Danny Gonzalez will join us at 8 a.m. The opening drive, me and JJ Buck, we start at 7 in the morning.
Back on the program, making those NFL picks. Catch them on the live chat, live texter too. People love the pack opening. Okay. A lot of trips down memory lane, people were saying. Kind of fun.
I had a lot of fun with it, that's for sure.
Saints at Vikings. Saints favored. Did you hear what I just said?
I mean, they kind of have to be. Although Josh Dobbs pulled off a miracle against a really bad team last week, I don't think a guy who doesn't know the playbook at all is going to do well against a competent team. You know, this program is big team Josh Dobbs, but I think clock strikes midnight for Cinderella here for Josh Dobbs next week.
Josh is Cinderella in this analogy?
Yes.
Could get if you can get it, I guess.
Kids out there, if you're listening, don't eat 35-year-old gum. There's some stuff going on in my belly.
I think it's the Vikings.
Is it the Vikings in my belly?
I think it's the Vikings. And I feel that if you are the type that can, if you can go straight up, go with the Vikings, but also Vikings with the points, works for me well. Give me the Vikings. And take the under. I don't think I see the offense working for Carolina, for Carr, for New Orleans. I don't think Carr is the truth. And Josh Dobbs, even though he's new to the team, has been playing a lot of football this year. Midseason form. Vikings at home.
Yeah, I mean, I think the Saints, they're above average. They'll probably by default win that division. But Derek Carr's just got so many toys to play with.
Mm-hmm.
Alvin Kamara, Chris Olave, Michael Thomas, and then they're finally using Taysom Hill at all of his powers.
I have Travis Kelce in all my fantasy leagues, and he's on bye this week. I have Taysom Hill this week in all my fantasy leagues.
I had him last week, and he crushed it.
Let's go.
Absolutely crushed it.
Go, Taysom
Dude
Hill.
is so fun to watch.
He's not a football player. He's like just an athlete.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not a good football player. Very good athlete. 49ers at Jaguars.
Jaguar?
Jaguars?
Jaguar.
Here's my upset of the week. 49ers are favored on the road. I'm taking the Jaguars at home.
I am as well.
2.5 points is the spread on this one. Trevor Lawrence leads a game-winning drive at the end. It's over.
I love that, and that's exactly how I think this game is going to play out. While Brock Purdy was a fantastic story, I think the league has him figured out.
Brock Purdy.
49ers are absolutely loaded at all the skilled positions except for their quarterback, who is fastly becoming insanely overrated, Brock Purdy. I also have the Jaguars winning at home. Trevor Lawrence is that dude. And my Super Bowl pick is just going to keep getting better and better and better throughout the course of the season. Noted Jaguars and Trevor Lawrence fan Van Nunley is picking the Jaguars again.
I don't own a lot of sports clothing.
Mhm.
Like hold up. Pro wrestling, obviously.
Mhm.
Outside of that, I don't own a lot of sports.
Not a sport, so it still holds true.
Okay.
It's theater.
Touche.
Mhm.
100% touche.
Yep.
I own a Jacksonville Jaguars jersey. I own one. Like, I'm a fan.
The dude, Gardner Minshew.
Yeah. I'll put that bad boy on this weekend. I'm going to root for my Jacksonville Jaguars.
Same. Give me the Jaguars. Be comfortable in taking the points. If you want to, you're even that more confident, take the money line. Yeah, Jaguars, baby. Trevor Lawrence is the real deal. The Jaguars are starting to play together. They got a lot of good toys on offense, and their defense is very strong.
The Titans will not stumble again like they did last week at the Buccaneers. Buccaneers favored by only 1.5 points at home. Over-under is 39, Van. Knowing what you know about these two teams, this one feels down the middle. I think if Tennessee plays even a shred better than they did last week, they're going to pull up this victory on the road. I don't trust your boy Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, while I am rooting for Baker, I want the Baker redemption story to happen all season to the NFL, but I'm just rooting for Will Levis. There's something about him. He's got some kind of swag. He's got some kind of moxie that I really like. Oh, wait, so does Baker Mayfield, and he underperforms all the friggin' time. I got Titans in a close one just because I think their defense is better, but I would not put any money on this game with any level of confidence. But give me the Titans.
I would put money on this game if you're betting the over. I think 39 is low. I think if the Titans are even a high percent of what they should be, not what they were last week, that they really come through. So take the over if you have to put some money on it. That's my opinion. But I do think the Titans win at the Buccaneers.
All right. We're joined at the hip on that one.
Falcons at Cardinals as we move into the afternoon games on Sunday. Falcons favored on the road. This is the welcome back party for Kyler Murray.
Kyler Murray is talented enough to win some games completely on his own, but the rest of the Cardinals are an absolute dumpster fire on a beach next to a Thai restaurant. They are awful.
I don't think Kyler Murray is completely on his own, though. He has a lot of help from doctors for his ACL. He hasn't played competitive football in 1 year because of the knee, and the knee is no joke. I'm not trusting a Torney boy out there on a return to step up and be the difference maker. If James Conner gets in, maybe they're in the mix. These are just the two biggest impact players this team has. I don't see the Cardinals pulling this one out at all.
The Cardinals were playing it safe with Kyler. They gave him a longer rehab period. They even didn't play him last week when he was cleared to play. He wasn't all the way there. So if they're confident he can play, I mean, the kid can extend plays. He's got a cannon. He could break a 60-yard touchdown run at any time. But it's his first game back in a year. And Atlanta, while not good, they are competent. I got Atlanta in this one.
I don't want anyone to accidentally say I said please subscribe to Tyler Heineke. I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
Atlanta should be so much better, and they should be so much better for the last several years, but they're afraid of what should be their world beater tight end. They don't set him up ever. They don't run plays for him. He is being misused. He will not be there next year. He's going to get moved in the offseason. He'll get traded before the draft. Brian, what are you talking about? Here's what I'm telling you. They're going to slap a first-round tag on him. Somebody's going to say, nah, but I'll give you a second-rounder and a fourth that can become a third on production, something of that nature, and he's going to be gone.
There's a lot of teams in the NFL who know how to use their tight ends, and it's very obvious Atlanta, even with different coaching groups, different units running this team, even with all these different coaches and front office and players, they get him wrong every year.
He'll be in New England.
He knows how to use tight ends.
He'll be in New England.
Too bad they don't have a quarterback to throw to him.
Atlanta on the road, that is the one. We'll continue with our picks when we get back from the break. It's 2 minutes on as we wrap up the week with our NFL Predicty Boys. It's 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal.
The Jim Rome Show.
Remember when Cincinnati was struggling? Remember when Joe
And you're clear. 4 minutes.
Remember when Lou Anarumo's defense also looked nothing like itself? That all feels like a very long time ago, even though it was only a few weeks ago. Joey B looks like Joey B once again, which is why the Bengals look like the Bengals once again. When Joey Burrow is healthy and extending plays, the Bengals are once again in the Super Bowl conversation.
The Jim Rome Show. Weekdays at 10 on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Drive a new Ram 1500 and save up to $20,600 during the Black Friday sales event at Malloy Dodge in Albuquerque. Looking for a family-friendly SUV? Save up to $8,000 on a new Dodge Durango or test drive a 2024 Dodge Hornet. Huge savings on Rams this month. Drive a new Ram 1500 and get 2.9% for 72 months. Last call on new Dodge Chargers and Challengers. Save up to $6,000. Shop MalloyDodge.com or Malloy Dodge on Coors. Deal. Visit MalloyDodge.com/promo-info for offer details.
You're to hold it time. Lawyers talk about all their experience, many years of experience with the insurance companies, and experience in the courtroom. But what you don't hear much is about the results. At Lerner & Rowe, we're proud of our results because that's how we measure our success. We've helped over 150,000 people recover billions of dollars. When you want results, call Lerner & Rowe.
Multi-state settlements. Carlos Obri Espinosa is the managing attorney, 2711 Carlisle Boulevard, Northeast Albuquerque.
You gotta love the spirit of New Mexico. From its traditions, its empowering community, its culture, and to top it all off, its delicious food. And there's no better place to get all of that than Frontier. Frontier has been at the center of traditional New Mexican-style dishes since 1971, all made from scratch from the best ingredients. Don't forget the most amazing red and green chili in the state. Frontier, the best place in New Mexico to enjoy incredible homemade dishes before or after a UNM Lobos game. Frontier Restaurant is proud to support our UNM Lobos.
Contact Tax Relief Helpers for details and restrictions.
Attention, anyone that owes money to the IRS. The IRS has restarted aggressive enforcement actions against taxpayers who owe back taxes that were temporarily suspended for COVID. If you owe $10,000 or more, you must hear this because now is the time to clear your IRS tax debt. A special toll-free number has been established so you can stop penalty fees, avoid liens, levies, or other hostile measures by the IRS. Call Tax Relief Helpers right now at 800-956-5539. Tax Relief Helpers will provide you the maximum protection afforded by law.
I got behind on my taxes and owed $48,000. I didn't know what to do. I called and they got my bill lowered to just $3,500.
I owed $87,000 in taxes, and it was scary. I got the amount I owed down to just $3,500. I saved $83,500.
If you owe money to the IRS, don't wait another day. Call 800-956-5539 right now before the IRS enforces liens, levies, or other aggressive measures. The call and consult are absolutely free. Call now. Call 800-956-5539. 800-956-5539. 800-956-5539.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same, but is 95% cheaper? And you can get it online? Go to hims.com/joy. Through HIMS, you'll get a free medical consultation, discreet shipping if prescribed, and the process is 100% online. To start your free online visit, go to hims.com/joy. That's HIMS.com/JOY.
Did you know that feeling sluggish or weighed down could be a sign that your digestive system isn't working at its best? Taking Metamucil every day can help. Metamucil fiber powders help promote your daily digestive health using a plant-based fiber called psyllium. The gelling action of this special fiber traps and removes waste, so you can feel lighter and more energetic. Metamucil, promoting digestive health for a better you. Learn more at Metamucil.com. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
In business, everything your employees do impacts your brand, including what they wear. Cintas has high-performance workplace apparel for almost every job imaginable. From work shirts and pants, to polos and khakis, to Oxfords or T-shirts, these clothes move, breathe, and look great. Your team gets the styles they like, you convey the image you want. And Cintas service includes weekly laundry and delivery. To learn more, visit Cintas.com. And get ready for the workday.
The Duke City's home.
And here we go.
Yes.
That's a yes.
This is 95.9 FM and AM 610.
The Sports Animal.
Back on the program. Laughing a lot, telling stories. Jerry Wright's been producing all day. Jerry, thank you for your help today, brother.
Oh, my pleasure.
Jerry, you ever playing home card games? You ever playing like home?
Go fish.
No, like
Oh, and that's not a pretty sight.
Jerry texted me or sent me an email today, man. Okay. With a bit idea.
Yeah.
And because I'm an adult, I don't check my email. So Jerry said to me earlier, he said, "You want me to play that bit?" And I was like, I have no idea what you're talking about. All right, so Jerry, help us set up this bit. What is it?
Okay. Well, last weekend on Saturday Night Live, Nate Bargatze.
All right, hold on.
Hey, Bargatze.
I gotta Google. Hold on. Who is that? Nate who?
He's an older comedian, so
I'm pulling him up.
I hope this isn't too dad humor for you.
When you say older, he's barely older than me.
He's
Jerry.
44.
Thank you for that.
44.
Yeah.
All right, I'm not familiar with this gentleman.
Okay, he's playing George Washington, dreaming about the future of American football and not using the metric system.
Okay, I'm ready.
Let's confess it feels a little complicated, sir. Why not use meters and kilometers?
Free will, soldier. But only in certain and popular sports like track and swimming. For popular sports like football, we will use yards. Football, sir? Yes. It's a sport where you throw a ball with your hands.
So in football, there is no kicking?
There's a little kicking. Kick the ball to get points.
How many points, sir?
Sometimes 1 and sometimes 3.
I'm very confused, sir.
Yeah.
So thanks for that, Jerry.
Yeah,
I like the old guard as much as anyone else, but I'm a metric guy. We should have moved on to metric a long time ago, and I love how this pokes fun at it.
If you tell me that a yard and a meter are different, I would not believe you. I feel like they're the same in my head. Like a yard and a meter is the same.
3 feet, give or take.
It's like 3 foot.
Yeah.
Like all those stupid old English measures aren't accurate anyways. We're just close to what they used to be.
Yeah. It's a foot. How big's your foot? How big's my foot?
What's a foot?
Yeah, what's a foot?
12 inches? How long's an inch? Have we really agreed on how these are? Are we just guessing?
Some people are called Bigfoot. That's like different.
To check English measures, if an inch is actually an inch or a foot's actually a foot or a yard's actually a yard, they use meters to check these things. Like, is this ruler accurate? Is that really an inch? I don't know. An inch is 2.47 meters. I mean, it's
that's better than me. Yeah.
You know, there was this king van.
Mm-hmm.
He was only a foot tall.
Yeah. That's a joke, Jerry. It's about this king.
A king is only a foot tall.
He was only a foot tall, Jerry.
Was he a good king, Van?
He was a bad king, Jerry.
Oh, bummer.
But he was a good ruler.
Waka waka.
Cha-cha-cha. I'll be till Thursday. Take your waitress.
The best part about this joke, Jer, is we broadcast live every Monday from Howie's Sports.
Oh, I love that voice.
Oh, I love Howie's.
Yeah, please come this Monday. And there's a friend of the show who is older than Nate Bargatze, and he pulls Van to the side every single week.
Tells me a new joke.
Tells him a joke. And Van comes up to me one time and goes, well, he popped me. he got me.
He got me good on that one. That was my favorite out of all of them.
He was a ruler.
Yeah. I thought it was going to be a 12-inch pianist joke.
Oh!
Nope, it was a ruler
Damn
joke.
Genie.
Lions at Chargers. Lions favored on the road. I don't expect the Chargers to ever win a game, and I'm surprised when they do.
Here's the weird, fluky Chargers that are going to pop out this weekend. Now they're going to score like 45 points, and they're going to look like world beaters, and Lions are going to look like idiots. And then the very next week, the Chargers are going to lose to the Arizona Cardinals. Something weird like that. This is the kind of confusing, upsetting Chargers football that we've become used to since Coach Staley has been at the helm. Also, I don't agree with any of that I just said. Lions.
It's the Lions.
It's the Lions.
Jared Goff is much better than Zach Wilson. And the Chargers' pass defense didn't look good in Zach Wilson.
Okay.
Like, it's this
Justin Hebert, you mean?
Who's Justin Hebert?
The Chargers quarterback?
I'm confused.
You're mixing the MILF hunter with the guy who looks like a MILF.
I maybe you didn't hear my point. Jared Goff is much better than Zach Wilson. And last week, the Chargers made Zach Wilson look very average.
Oh, okay. I'm with you.
Yeah.
My bad.
No, that's right.
Okay.
Yeah. But
this is my first day.
I didn't understand where you were going.
I think I'm doing good, though.
It was up until you're pulling a real A. Marie here at the end.
Oh, it is Friday afternoon, isn't it?
Yeah. But no, I think it's going to be the Lions. I think that it's if 1.5 is what they're giving you, take it and run to the hills with it. 48.5 seems high. Maybe stay under if I was you. But I think the Lions victorious on the road in this one. The matchup of the weekend, though, I think is this next game, and it's the Giants at the Cowboys.
Oh, okay. Why?
Because I hate the Giants.
Oh, okay.
Cowboys by 3 scores.
I think the Giants are going to end up at the end of the year with the first overall pick in next year's draft. That's how bad I think they are, top to bottom. Well, Van, Arizona's just as awful. But Kyler Murray is going to find his groove and accidentally win a couple games throughout this season. The Giants might not win another game all season. What is the Giants spread on this thing?
15 and a half.
15 and a half?
The Cowboys by 15 and a half. And keep in mind what the abysmal Las Vegas Raiders did to the Giants last week. 15 and a half.
You remember week 1 when we thought the Dallas Cowboys were going to march their way through the NFL and be the best team in the world and go straight to the Super Bowl, when they beat the New York Giants 40-0. You might remember that the over-under for that week 1 game was 41.5.
Yeah.
So all the Giants had to do was score 3 points.
1.5 points.
And it would have hit the over. I think it's going to be a very similar scenario this week as the over-under is, 39.5 now?
The Cowboys beat the Jets by 20. The Patriots by 35. The Rams by 23. I mean, the Cowboys are the truth. They will continue proving it, and they will blow out the Giants on Sunday.
If the Giants can score 3 points, I think they'll hit the over because it's going to be 37-3, something like that, something disgusting and embarrassing for the city and state of New York.
The Washington Guardians.
Also, they're friends to the North New Jersey.
The Washington Guardians go to Seattle to play the Seahawks. Seattle is favored big at home. Geno Smith has come very much back down to earth from his performances last year. But the Washington Guardians are just embarrassingly inconsistent. Seahawks at home. Give me something safe, 9-10 points.
I have this one very similar to the Cincinnati Texans game. That Seahawks money line is the bet, but I like Washington plus 6.5, wherever it's at right now. I think the Commanders are good enough to keep the game close, but the Seahawks win.
I don't think they keep it close. I think it's a runaway. But I do think the Seahawks win. I agree with you completely. We'll grab our last one of the day, and when we get back, we will preview the last one of the weekend that doesn't play on Monday as the Jets are at the Raiders.
Yeah.
2 men on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
This year, Staples will not be celebrating.
And you're clear for 4 minutes.
We're celebrating the holiday deals with amazing savings for the holiday season. Save 50% on custom holiday cards, save 50% on custom invitations, and save 50% on custom photo gifts like mugs and calendars. During Staples holiday deals, it's not about the ho, ho, ho. It's about saving do. Save 50% on custom cards, invitations, and photo gifts today at Staples. Ends 12/16. Visit staples.com/print for more details.
A lot of schools talk about training the cybersecurity workforce of the future, but do they really deliver? My Computer Career has been supplying the IT workforce with thousands of skilled, certified pros for 15 years. Train with the experts in support, networking, or cybersecurity and start your career in months, not years. Upskill even faster. On campus or live online. Qualified students may get financial aid, including the GI Bill. My Computer Career. Accredited, acclaimed, effective. Take the free career evaluation at mycomputercareer.edu. And why all the drama? I think the radiant heat system's going. This floor is ice cold.
Okay, first put on some socks and then call Daniels.
An aging radiant heat system is more likely to give out. Don't let it surprise you. Daniels offers boiler inspections and tune-ups. They specialize in repair, replacement, and new installs with a variety of high-efficiency heating solutions. Daniels Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning guarantees customer satisfaction. Plus, free estimates on replacements and installs. Daniels, 898-8860.
I can't wait for what's next. Even with higher stroke risk due to atrial fibrillation, irregular heartbeat not caused by a heart valve problem. Eliquis and Dixaban tablets reduces stroke risk. It's the #1 cardiologist prescribed blood thinner. Don't stop taking prescription Eliquis without talking to your doctor, as this may increase your risk of stroke. Eliquis can cause serious and, in rare cases, fatal bleeding. Don't take Eliquis if you have an artificial heart valve, abnormal bleeding, or have antiphospholipid syndrome. While taking, you may bruise more easily or take longer for bleeding to stop. A spinal injection while on Eliquis increases risk of blood clots, which may cause paralysis, the inability to move. Get medical help right away for unexpected bleeding or unusual bruising, or if you have tingling, numbness, or muscle weakness. It may increase your bleeding risk if you take medicines such as aspirin products, NSAIDs, SSRIs, SNRIs, and blood thinners. Tell your doctor about all planned medical or dental procedures. Learn more at Eliquis.com or call 1-855-ELIQUIS.
All In Autographs, Albuquerque's premier sports memorabilia and collectible destination, is proud to sponsor the Las Vegas Raiders football. We're your local source for all things Raiders, from jerseys with your favorite OG players to autographs of the greats. Stop in today. All In Autographs is located at 2225 Wyoming Boulevard Northeast.
We're coming back in 10 seconds. Rejoin in 10 seconds.
It's online at allinautographs.com. That's allinautographs.com.
There's only one.
And here comes the rejoin.
One home for real.
Here we go.
Some of these people say 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
I hear this song so much that I don't hate it.
I like it. It's a good one. It's one of my favorites. I mean, this guy's no Nate Bargatze, but it's pretty good.
It's really good, especially when you consider that we don't have to pay residuals on this because it fell off the back of a truck.
Okay, that's not how we acquired it, but close.
No, I misunderstood that.
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong.
One more NFL game, and we'll preview the Lobos. Jets at Raiders. Jets favored by 1.5 on the road. That is incorrect. It will be the Raiders victorious at home. I believe they've captured. I believe it's in a bottle. I believe they're going to utilize it. Give me the Raiders at home. The Jets and their 1.5-point cushion will not be enough.
If Aaron Rodgers is to defy all the odds and every orthopedic surgeon in the history of the world and come back early, the Jets need to have a winning record or be at 500 at least. The Jets desperately need this one. While I think Zach Wilson should be a backup, he'd be a really good backup in the NFL. He unfortunately is the starting quarterback for the New Jersey Jets, but he will do enough on Sunday to beat the Raiders.
Oh, I just don't think so.
It is a great story last week. The Raiders beating the hapless Giants to make Mark Davis and his new haircut happy. But the Raiders' run is over. They're back to being the Raiders, and the New Jersey Jets will win an ugly game. Jets versus Raiders, this is going to look exactly like Bears versus Panthers. It's going to be like 13-9 or something like that. I do like the under in this one, even though the under is minuscule. I think the under is like 37 or something like that.
Aiden O'Connell is not good. The over-under I see is 36.5. Zach Wilson is not good. There's wasted talent at running back for the Raiders. I believe they're going to tap into that because they haven't been doing that all year. I think we know exactly what the Jets are, and I'm going to put my bet on the idea that the Raiders could be better than what they have been because now they have a chance to show me. Give me the Raiders at home. Take the under.
I like the under in this one a lot. I think it's going to be a super low-scoring game. I wouldn't bet on either one of these teams, but I do like the under. But, yeah, something just tells me that the Jets are going to pull this through. Their defense is good enough to slow down Aiden O'Connell and the Raiders' offense.
Prime time tomorrow night for the Lobos as they are at Boise. This one is tough. The Lobos have not traditionally won a ton of games against Boise. The Lobos are not on a roll right now. But I'm a big fan of poetry, and I'm a big fan of storytelling and how poetic it would be for the Lobos to win not just one, not just two, not just three, but 4 in a row, which would make them bowl game victorious. Van, this one is the one. We've talked about them all year long, but at 3-6 and 1-4 in the Mountain West, it's an uphill battle against a 4-5 Boise State Broncos team.
Listen up, all 3, 4, and 5-star recruits within earshot of this program.
Mm-hmm.
Coach G is an amazing human being. This program is on the rise. Our facilities are getting better. This is a very winnable Mountain West Conference. The reason I'm saying this, Fred, is because I'm looking to next year.
Oh, it's like that, huh?
Yeah. Intel, Facebook, Netflix. Let's infuse some money in this program, and let's go after some primetime players, and let's make next season magical, because I don't see the Lobos upsetting Boise State at home, but boy, am I going to yell my face off at the television, hoping they do pull it off.
This hasn't been a Boise State-style season. They're not where they traditionally are. Obviously, having a losing record this late in the season is not they. They'll probably have 25,000 plus up there in the building.
You know they will.
I mean, it's going to be tough. It's going to be a tough one. 12-1. Boise State leads against the Lobos. Their lone win, I think, came in 2015. That might not be right, but I think it's right.
Yeah, 2015, that's a magical day. That's New Mexico Lobos upset the Boise State Broncos.
Okay.
And The preacher's daughter, Holly Holm, upset Ronda Rousey in the same evening. It was a big day for New Mexico athletics.
Well, I didn't live here at that time.
No, you did not.
That one.
It was a big deal here.
Missed me at the time.
It was a huge deal here.
Is that the biggest sports day in the history of things here?
If it's not, it's a medalist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want my team, my Lobo football team, to go out there and play 3 parts of football really well. If you go out there and you play all 3 aspects, defense, offense, and special teams, and you lose, I'm cool with you. If you go out there and even one of them, you do like it seems like the Lobos have done every game. Because I tell you what, they've only played all 3 aspects of the game well 3 times. And they only have 3 wins.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They are not at that level where they can afford to be even okay in a discipline. They have to play really well at all 3 to be in the mix. I'm looking for the Lobos to play well in all 3 aspects and be in the mix. Cannot promise you a win. Don't even know if I see one if they do everything right. But them doing everything right is very important to me because I don't ever see them doing everything right.
Sure. Yeah, it's been one thing or another every single week, and I know it's not for lack of preparation. I know it's not for lack of knowledge or skill from Coach G. There's just something that gets in their own way every week. I mean, they're, 3-5, is that correct?
3-5.
3-5. So I really feel like they left 2 wins on the table. 2 beatable teams, and they beat themselves that week. I think we should be talking about right now that the Lobos are sitting here with 5 wins, and they got 3 shots in a row to beat better teams to qualify for a bowl game. That's where I feel we should be right now. I'm not going to be delusional enough to think the Lobos are going to be world beaters and go undefeated and win the Mountain West Conference this year. But I think there's 2 winnable, maybe 3 winnable games that are L's on this schedule instead of W's. We should be talking about, can the Lobos upset Boise State to get to their 6th win? If that doesn't happen, can they do it against the Aztecs? Can they do it sometime throughout the rest of the season to qualify for their 6th win and a bowl game? But here we are with 3 wins, and we're talking about, can they just keep it together and play together and have a solid game? Those are 2 wildly different conversations.
Boise State is missing some key contributors on the offensive side. That is not a thing you necessarily want to lean on, but I think it's a thing that you make mention of. I'm going to go out there. I'm going to go on a limb. If all things go right, and I'm talking final possessions of the game kind of thing, I will allow myself to be excited about the idea of the UNM Lobos beating the Boise State Broncos on the road, but it has to be a perfect storm. And I wasn't here in Albuquerque in 2015 on this night you mentioned, but if everything fell the Lobo way that night,
mm-hmm.
with what looks to be a struggling Broncos team, which looks to be a Lobos team that is claiming that they're going to fire on all cylinders, give me the Lobos on the road in the closest game you've ever seen.
I love that, and I will hope and pray and wish for that result, and I will yell at my television tomorrow because I'll be watching. Hopefully this bubble gum in my stomach doesn't send me to the hospital. I feel fine-ish now, but hopefully I'm well enough to come right back here to the New Mexico Card Show tomorrow and then cheer for our Lobos in a huge upset tomorrow.
It's mental, you're not okay at all. You're actually in a tougher spot than you imagine. It's a whole production.
Do you hear the crickets? There's not crickets in here, right?
The card show is closed.
It smells like
we're the last ones.
You sure it's crickets and not the choir of guardian angels?
Is it the holy?
I'm just checking.
Is that what
Who's that guy in the corner with the black robes?
Papa! Papa, is that you?
The sheath.
Papa! You told me you would come back.
I hear my grandmother's voice for some reason.
I'm broadcasting the state championship for cross country this weekend. So
Ooh, that should be fun.
Never done that.
Me either.
We'll laugh a lot. Van, good job today.
Oh, thanks, buddy. You too.
Jerry, good job today.
Thank you.
Van, final words?
Don't eat 35-year-old baseball card pack gum.
Leave the gum alone.
Also, stay out there. Stay safe out there, friends of the show, and get your weekend recap Monday morning on the opening drive with Jeff and JJ.
I hate daylight savings week. Good job, everyone. GG.
See you Monday at Howie's, Burke.